everybody? What is going on here? It is the DST show. How is everybody feeling? Just a bit of a hangout stream. Anybody involved to come in, please. We can talk about any other topic that we have tonight. Of course, Friday Night SmackDown was last night. Did a late stream before shutting down because too much caffeine. And I did not want to fall asleep on stream like I did before. Oh, God. We do have a couple things. Kids' Choice Awards is going to be soon approaching for Nickelodeon, and I'm shocked they still do that as well. What is poppin' YTC, man? How you doing? That's good. Great to see that you're still keeping up with your workouts, man. Glad to see progress. How you been going along with it? Other than the basketball. Weight training is what I do if I'm not pushing over cardio. One time I think I pulled something in my leg and I could barely walk. So I was just doing squats, hack squats, a bit of just bench press. I hate the bench I have in my house. I just do either incline or I'm just doing standing bench press over the shoulder. But it gets the job done. Push-ups as well. Being not 300 pounds helps. I did hear about the Jair Alexander signing from the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, Jair Alexander is now a Baltimore Raven. That's kind of surreal, knowing his tenure as a Green Bay Packers came to an end. Yeah, but the chat is open. Anybody welcome to join, please. It's a happy vacation for me soon. Possibly get some consistent content around the way, knowing the off season is still going on. We still got baseball, NBA Finals Game 7. I might stream tomorrow night. Indiana Pacers been making this a dog fight all the way through. We haven't seen an NBA Finals go to a Game 7 series since the 2016 NBA Finals between the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers. That was prime Warriors before getting Kevin Durant. Then one-shotting the NBA season. Till injuries kind of like plastered around. What's poppin', Spongy? Even though you support the most un-American team in the NFL. How them Phillies doing? Also, we got new NH. I think people already know. If they don't know about Stanley Cup, the Stanley Cup finally ended with the Florida Panthers back-to-back champions. I haven't heard something like that in years. Back-to-back. We know how much parity goes into an NHL season, especially around the Stanley Cup playoffs. Jamaica. I think we just beat Guadalupe also in the Gold Cup. I've been trying to keep up with soccer a lot more. And we got our first guest, El Sponja. Oh, and top, we got a guest that got me to do the stream tonight. Please welcome Top Dog. What's going on?
What's up, man? Nothing much. Long time no see, my guys.
Long time no see, indeed, man. It's a hectic start. We have a lot of stuff. Oh my God, we got a lot of people today. Hold on.
The Rock.
Oh wait, no, that's what.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
All right, I'm back.
Let's wait premiere.
Yeah, what's going on? Oh shit. What? Okay, that is YTC. What's going on? How's everybody doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great.
I'm doing good. The Phillies are officially in first place.
I'm glad to see the Orioles playing like shit. I don't know. I don't like being petty.
Oh no!
All right, what's good?
The Orioles are starting to play a little bit better. But,
they're garnering momentum, but not like the pace that they were at least early season. Usually, the Orioles would pick up steam.
All right, so what are we talking about? The Yankees being on a downward spot per usual this time of year, as expected right now.
It's not even this early fall yet, and they forget how to play baseball. I mean,
well, at least we're leading right now for the time being, but yeah.
For the time, YTC, that's way too.
Hey man, I'm just waiting for. I just want Oklahoma City Thunder to win.
Six runs in. We're in the fourth, so YTC's already predicting that we might choke.
It's Devin Williams. Come on.
Actually,
hey, I just want my Oklahoma City Thunder.
My second team.
Well, congrats.
Oh, Top Dog, you do reside in Oklahoma. I already heard. So you have the Thunder taking Game 7 tomorrow night?
Oh, you know it. That's if we can actually pull it through. Last, Game 6, we kind of choked that game.
My pettiness aside, once the Pacers get mollywopped by the Thunder. But,
whoa.
Yeah. You know why.
What sucks is that you got all these clowns and ESPN. They're not wanting to promote the finals, right? This is why.
Yeah.
This is why the NBA is kind of in the bad shape. Like when you go back to like the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, even into the 2010s to a certain degree, they promoted their players. They promoted Jordan. They promoted Kobe. T-Mac. Gary Payton, Allen Iverson, Magic, Bird.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like this finals because it's
the irony.
Like two teams that are young, up and coming.
Teams that don't got a ring, basically. Yeah, that's kind of why.
Well, but here's the thing, because that means Stephen A has to do his job. But you know what I've been seeing? I remember. Look, I got receipts on Stephen A. Smith. He's not a real.
And two teams from smaller markets where their football programs are way bigger than the basketball.
Yeah. Like go back to the 2000s. Especially the early to mid 2000s. Allen Iverson. Look at Allen Iverson. Every kid, wanted to get braced because Allen Iverson, because they promoted him, because he had that swag, he had that hip hop swag, the braids, the tattoos, the jerk.
It was a different time.
Yeah, that was a different era.
But now people are. But not everybody's politically correct now.
I mean, but even in the 2010s, they still did that.
Shit.
Like Curry.
Wait, YTC, you think everybody's politically correct now? How come everybody's calling Cat zesty?
I mean, but even with Stephen Curry in the 2010s,
we get homophobic when they don't perform, don't they?
And also early 2010s. Sorry,
I was gonna say in the 2010s, in the mid to late 2010s, everybody wanted to be Stephen Curry. Every young person on earth wanted to be Stephen Curry. They still do, but especially in the mid to late 2010s when the Warriors was winning and Stephen Curry especially 2016, everybody wanted Adidas. I remember being in school, being a teenager.
It was annoying though. It was annoying. They picked them on 2K all the time.
Right? Everybody wanted.
It's annoying. Them more the Cavaliers.
Everybody wanted to wear Under Armour. The Currys, the Under Armour. Everybody's shooting from the back. With the flashy no look from the 3 half court.
I remember when they were called dad shoes at that same era.
I remember the rage compilations from half court shots with Curry on 2K.
Right. So they still did that. But it seems like when you get to the 2020s, they just stopped promoting their young players, and that's fucking them in the ass.
You want to know why? Oversaturation, and half of these players are Europeans. Damn well the American guys don't like the European guys.
ESPN is incredibly xenophobic. The NBA media is incredibly xenophobic.
Especially the Europeans, but yeah.
You know what I like about the
fucking
NFL
Giannis,
media?
The way
You know what I like? Well, I'm sorry, Top Dog. Give me just a couple seconds, all right? I'll let you go on in just a second.
Gotcha.
I mean, they have young American up-and-coming stars, too. It's not like they're promoting them either.
Hell, the league MVP is Canadian. I don't count that as human being.
Yeah, yes. Canadian. Yeah, our backyard. Yeah, Canadian. That's another one right there. So, yeah, non-Americans then.
Well, we had a undersized center, Serbian, dominating the league for the last 5 years. The guy is already a 3-time MVP, and he gets less coverage than the fucking Los Angeles Lakers. That hasn't made a conference final since 2023.
So you mean to tell me the only American type of players are basically the OGs and just Jalen Brunson and Halliburton? That's it.
No, I mean
Anthony Edwards is also
Anthony Edwards, and you.
That's another one. Like what? Donovan Mitchell.
I mean,
Halliburton.
Look at some of the guys that were drafted too. Stephon Castle, Max. If you want to count Maxey in there and all the other guys, I mean, there are guys, but
there's great guys right there. But all because an overseas athlete is dominating, shouldn't that be more widespread to globalize the product than just Yo, this fat, unathletic, not black guy is not averaging 30. Is averaging 30 points. Where's LeBron
Oh,
James?
somebody's crashing now. Oh,
I
damn.
just hate all these commies in my goddamn basketball. You know how ignorant that is? Like, I think NBA media doesn't know how much it wants itself to fail. That's why I don't like talk. I don't like
Anybody
all
has a
basketball
media
discussions.
nowadays. And that's the irony. Everybody has a media, and people are
Even
heavily
Michael
biased.
has
Yeah,
NBA.
but
NBA.
YTC, we can talk about the Cleveland Browns if they perform or they underperform. I can talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars for at least 30 minutes.
Who wants
You
to?
talk
Yeah, I
about
know.
the new Utah Jazz, you want to kill yourself.
You talk, what? Laurie Marketing? Who wants to talk about 30 minutes about him?
John Collins. I want to talk about John Collins and
Well,
Colin
no.
Sexton.
Think about it. John Collins and Colin Sexton are both in trade packages for Paul George.
That'd be so
Think about it,
hilarious.
people.
Look, what John? Look, Spongy. I know you're coping, and to be fair, I'd take that trade in a heartbeat.
Well, it's with the 3rd and 5th pick, just like
Oh, yikes!
Trade back.
I'll take it.
I would do that. I would do that in a heartbeat.
I got a question for y'all because
Yeah.
This is gonna be like a cartoon stream. What is your guys' favorite year for Cartoon Network? For me, it has to be either 2010 or 2011 because you had
OG 2006.
2005. 2005 or 2004 to 2010. No, 2011.
Yeah, for me it's 2010 or 2011 because you had like a Adventure Time and like regular show, but you also had like action cartoons like Generator Rex, Simbad, and Titan, stuff like that. You had like Total Drama at 16.
Mm-hmm. Spongy, I know you were very young, or you probably weren't born yet at the time when Cartoon City was airing. But during the summertime, that is probably the most prime time to watch like Cartoon Network when like you get Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I think you had Samurai Jack air at the same time with Johnny, and they do like collaboration scenes involving like all the Cartoon Network cast. So you'll see like Nigel Uno interact with Johnny Bravo, like a bunch of characters interact with one another.
I'm not a big cartoon guy. I used to watch like when I was younger, I would like be up late at night, say like 3 in the morning or whatever, or I thought that was or 12 in the morning.
Adult Swim? No, stop.
Yeah. When like Hey Arnold would be on or something. Like
Hey Arnold. What network were you watching this?
I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest. I forget what network it was.
But I said that's even younger. That's even older than you.
I know that is, but like that would air at like later times because
Wait, how old are you, bro?
14. Like it wasn't meant for.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're 14. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were you weren't. So wait, were you born in 2011?
2010.
Oh damn. You were just
Regular show came out that time when you were born, bro.
Yeah.
So we do have like also like the Kids' Choice.
1999. So I'm 26. That's why I said culturally biased. 2006. I was 7 when that happened. So yeah.
I'm not that big of a TV guy.
I don't blame Spongy for not being a TV guy. By the time he was born and by the time he was able to take an iPad, social media gaming became a bigger thing than cartoons nowadays, and plus they all became dead.
Yeah, most of your childhood cartoons are probably YouTube exclusive.
Yeah, YouTube videos or basically YouTube beefs like Jake Paul and
I did watch about a little bit of Jake Paul when I was.
Yep, Team 10 when he was on Team 10 figures. Yeah,
I'm 2004. I'm 2004.
Although,
I'm like kind of.
Wow, you're my youngest brother's age then.
Hang on, you're 20. Hang on, you're 04. You're born 04.
Yeah, so
I'm you're 21, 20.
Yeah, 21. I'll be 21 in a couple months.
You're my youngest brother's age, dog.
Oh, that's
I didn't know you were that young.
Jesus, I guess me and DST are the oldest one here. I'm 26.
Wait, so what's cool? What's interesting about my year is that I caught the last of the 2000s, like Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place,
yeah,
stuff like that.
I was 10 when that happened, or not?
I was 10.
Yeah, so So I caught the last of that. So I have more. Of. It's kind of weird because like if you get to like people like 07, 08, they don't really want to have attachment to that kind of stuff. Like
Spongey's thinking like we're talking about like the Silver Age or some shit.
Yeah.
No. Like here's the thing. I have older brothers, so but like when I was younger, the only TV I would really watch, of course, besides the iPad, was like Disney Channel. And all
Disney
that
XD.
Stuff. Not Disney XD, but it was like these shows like Stuck in the Middle, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you're that mid 2010s, late 2010s.
I like Bizarre that camp
Bunk.
The camp one with the actors like Dove Cameron, all those people.
Bunk.
That
Are you talking about Bunk? They're like the spin-off to Jesse.
Yeah, Bunk. Jesse.
What happened to all those actors? I remember the young man passed away.
RP Cameron, RP Cameron, and also that little girl that was playing the
Sky
little
Jackson?
black girl. Yeah, she's pregnant now.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
She's a
Feel
single
old?
mom. She's fucked.
Feel
She's
old?
fucked.
You feel old now? See, that little girl's now a mom. That's how old I'm an unk now.
Yeah, but she's like a young
Sponge.
mom. She's like
She's
Top
young.
Dog's age.
She's like 20.
She's a
Yeah,
couple of
she's
years.
like 20.
She's a couple years older than me. She's like 2002.
Okay,
Hey,
that's still like a single. That's like single mom gap right there.
hey, Sponge.
Yeah.
Hey, Sponge. I know you won't know this, but like, you most likely won't know what this because it's kind of before your time. You used to a little, but y'all remember? I know you guys remember it. Y'all remember the cereal straws from back in the late 2000s? The cereal straws that you dip into the milk.
Oh hell nah!
Y'all don't remember that? The
I
commercial?
didn't like it.
Oh man,
My back cracked just hearing that. No Diddy. What the fuck?
Not because I do remember the commercial. I remember like
I
remember-
Fruit Loops.
I remember
Fruit
Paper
Loops.
Jam. I remember Paper Jams when I was watching Monday Night Raw back when. I was
Oh,
a
Paper
kid.
Jams. Yeah, it was during for Survivor Series. I remember that little thing. Yeah,
When Kmart
They
used to be
promoted.
relevant.
Hey, Mom.
Mattel.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. When I was a kid, even as a kid, I liked going to Kmart better than Walmart. Because even as a kid, I knew
I
Yeah, I
stole
loved
so
the
many
Kmart.
Hot Wheels. I stole
No, Kmart?
it was
I could
like
smell it just looking
was-
at the photo.
Hey,
It was
man,
so
look,
easy
you
to
get the
steal toys off Kmart because nobody cared.
That's a fact.
Toys R
And
Us.
candy.
It was so easy. No, YTC, you get to see like.
I
so
stole
many
candy
stuff
from there.
got
That's
stolen.
growing up.
No,
So,
YTC,
yeah.
you know
DS
the little
DST,
packages.
I heard that the FBI
Uh-huh.
is coming off after you now for stealing from Kmart.
That's over a decade ago, and I was an adolescent. Why would they incriminate me for stealing? 70?
Hey, man,
Right?
that has to be like 14 years. Wait, how old are you, DSC?
I'm like 25 now.
Oh,
Oh, you're younger than me. I'm 26. So damn.
Well, I'm gonna turn 26 this year, so I'm not that far.
Oh, I'll be
So you're
27
about-
next year.
oh,
But yeah.
okay. So you're like 5. So wait, how old are so you was born in 2000?
1999, late
Okay.
99.
99.
So you're
Early
about
99.
5 years. You got me about 5. Yeah, y'all got me about 5 years. So
Early February for me. Yeah, early 90s.
Yeah, we're big.
99.
We're big bro. We're big bro. I mean, technically, I'm big bro because I'm an eldest brother. But
Yeah,
I'm big
ditto
bro.
here. I'm also a literal uncle to a niece and nephew. So yeah.
I was.
I
hey,
don't
so-
claim my nieces and nephews. They can't read.
Ah,
The reading level for the current age of children.
Hey,
level
listen, I
10.
claim my nephew and niece already just for the fact he rep the Yankees along Seymour to Jersey.
You know what? You know what? He's educated because my little cousins think they think they're gonna have a better future supporting the Mets. No, they're not.
Alcoholism at 5? Damn, I'll stop.
4 of them are Jets fans. I have 5 Jets fans.
Oh, that's an AA meeting right there combined.
Hey, so,
It's an AA meeting.
hey, so Sponge, I got a question for you. I always wanted to ask people your age this question. Did y'all have computer labs in when you was in the second half of the 2010s, or did they already transition to iPads? Because for me personally, once I got to like middle school, close to middle school, they was already going away with the computer lab. You was going more and more into like iPads and stuff, and like Chromebooks.
what? So like in school.
Oh, you bastards. Yeah, I remember that. When I got out of high
So-
school, they started going to Chromebooks.
Yeah.
No. So pretty much, at least in my school, I went to a private school and I still do. So
Oh, lucky you.
I was there at my old school. I was there from when I was 3 years old to last year. So
I'll put the update on the
from-
screen.
From pre-K 3 to 7th grade.
If anybody
So
wants
when
to
I
score
was
to the Yankees game.
when
All
I
right.
started in kindergarten, which is when you could actually be in the actual school, we had a computer lab. We had an actual computer teacher, and when you got into 5th grade, you were able to get Chromebooks that you
Yeah.
got to keep in school, but you would also still go down to the computer lab and use the actual computers that are down there. And they still do that. And at the school I'm at now, we don't even get computers. We just have a computer lab. So it's,
Damn,
it all depends on.
I go a lot. I feel bad for these elementary school kids now. That like they don't get those fun, computer games from back in the day like Club Penguin, Apple Jam.
Although I
Not
do know
coolmath.com.
Why-
Coolmath.com, Random Nautica.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
cool
know.
ma-
I
yeah.
know.
Why
At
was
my
there-
school,
Webkins?
at my old
Yeah.
school, what they have for like the 1st graders and 2nd graders.
Man,
I know
you're
they have
able to-
iPads for them. I never got that when I
Oh,
was there,
lucky
so,
guy. iPads.
Yeah, no.
I never got iPad. I never seen an
Hell
iPad.
no, I had when I was Spongie's age or younger than that, I had nothing but chalkboards before they implemented on smart boards, like those things they draw on.
Those
Oh,
overhead,
yeah, smart
all
board.
those overhead projectors.
I was those
overhead-
projectors. Yeah, the
Those
smart
They
board.
still exist. They still
Smart
exist.
board. You guys still use smart boards or no?
Yeah.
Well, I had the earliest version when I was in the early 2010s, like I was 6th or 7th grade. So yeah.
Yeah, look, overhead projectors. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Overhead
there before
projector.
that. Chalkboards
They
and
stopped
just
using that
regular
as soon
boards.
as I hit after I started high school.
Yeah.
No, once I graduated, I was there for 2 years using a smart. Yeah. Afterwards.
I mean,
in the early
actually,
20
to be
when I
fair, my high school still does use smart boards and projectors.
No, they're probably more advanced though now compared to the old
Yeah, but
ones.
why give students iPads? I don't understand the logic here. Because they got their phones anyway, so why not just have them have a school app like they do for college?
I mean, it's big. I mean, it's bigger.
In my old
to be
school,
fair.
my old
Well, I
school,
mean-
they made us put our phones in pockets so that.
Oh, so they limit your phone usage now. Does it help?
No,
Concentration?
No, that was
Shoot,
that was my
the
old
teachers
school,
didn't
and
bother
yes,
me.
it
I was
did.
their best passing
That was
student.
my old school, and yeah, that did help. But at my new school,
Actually-
don't do that. But it kind of does help. That we do
Oh,
that.
Spongy, let me tell you somebody from a college student, bro. You don't know how much time I graduated with for ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Hey,
Oh,
No, I have no shame. It was only for a liberal arts degree. You think?
Hey, listen, there's ain't nothing wrong. You ain't cheating if you ain't trying if you cheating. So
Tell
Hey,
my
I mean-
dad that. I'm
Hey,
joking.
fuck the government. So I don't give a fuck.
Fuck them
Yeah.
libs.
Hey,
We should have
I
got
was
Jair Alexander. Why choose a Ravens team like he's gonna win something?
hey, those I remember when they were
Ravens
coming.
are a retirement home.
I remember when in elementary school in like the in the late 2000s, early 2010s, like
For wide receivers.
they'll bring out the CRT TV.
No, that's Houston.
They'll bring out the CRT TV on the cart. You gotta wheel it out.
God.
Oh no!
Oh God! What's that?
Own status right there.
Spongy's like, why are you bringing up these ancient
Also-
artifacts? What's a
also,
VHS
not the-
tape?
Also,
What's the
not to
DVD?
mention when
What's
our
the DVD
teachers
player?
got drunk.
I know Cowboys fans know what VHS is.
Oh my God!
Oh wow!
Hey,
That's
do you
a
know
good
what?
one.
Do you know what? Have you ever seen an MP3 player in person? Because
Yeah,
by the time you-
iPod.
Okay.
iPod.
I wanted to make sure because like by the time you were like 4, it was pretty much a thing of the past. So it wasn't
Yeah.
I also had a cousin who specialized in teaching me how to burn it into the, USB drives to get it on the MP3.
Dude, I remember
I had
my
like
older.
I remember my cousin showed me that off his MP3 because he was a big
Also my
Lil Wayne
PSP.
fan back when he was a kid. Like
Also my
I remember
PSP.
my eldest cousin when he was a teenager, he loved Lil Wayne when he was a kid. So he always tried to use LimeWire to like illegally get his albums. Back when, and this was like when Lil Wayne was mad young. Like
Also my PSP.
Are you talking about when he blew up? Or are you talking about when he was like
when
really
he blew up.
The Carter
Like
one.
before,
popular?
yeah, the Carter one. It's before, yeah, with Gucci Mane and shit.
Oh, okay.
Party like a rock. Not stop.
He was like
That's-
big. He wasn't like that big yet, but I was growing up when I was like in
He was a
elementary
feature
school.
at that point. He was a
When I
feature.
was-
But
When
yeah.
I was starting elementary school, he was already in his like prime. When he was when the Carter 3, I think, I forgot when the 6 foot 7 foot came out. That was when I
Very
was first
exploded.
listening to him.
In mid 2000s. Well, I remember.
No, that was late 2000s.
late 2000s. Right. Okay. Well, I remember my cousin, like my older.
Now his
cousins
albums
and
are
sisters.
ass now. It's a shame.
I remember my older cousins and sisters like 09 and like 2010. Like they'll be on the computer, and this is like during when this is like when Lady Gaga was really blowing.
Oh yeah,
And they would
her
download
first 2 albums. Yeah.
Yeah, and they would download
Evo was a thing, man.
Yeah, it was, right. And they would download the music onto like the iPods or the MP3 players. I think they had. I don't know if they had.
They listened to music on Beats. I remember when Beats used to be like big before. They had AirPods.
Damn,
Right.
You know what, Spongy? I hope Saquon enjoys that Madden curse he gets.
I don't know why, but like
He
every time I think of like 2009 or 2010, I think of 2 songs. I think of "Let It Rock" by Kevin Rudolph.
Oh, Let It Rock! I was about to say that right now. Oh my God, Jesus!
And I think of "Down" by Jay Sean.
Oh, don't remind me. Summer Camp 2009, like those summer after school programs. That shit was blasting in the court.
Why do I remember Kids Bop as well?
Oh, Kiss Bop! I forgot.
Kiss Bop. Oh, don't remind me. Don't remind me.
They're still doing it. By the way.
They still exist?
Yeah, I think they still exist.
They still exist.
Oh
So-
no!
So
I remember
does-
the many covers they butchered.
Dude, man, I ain't gonna lie. Even as like a little kid at the time, I could not. I don't know.
Nah,
I couldn't stand that music.
kids do not like Kids Bop.
No kids. Like, first of all, what kids want to censor adult shit? That's my thing.
First
I never
off-
could understand.
First off, why are you getting kids to sing about "Bring Me to Life" or "Lips of an Angel"? Divorced dad rock now.
Oh, my life. Dun, 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 dun. First of all,
You
kids
had them
always
singing
want to
"Divorced
cuss.
dad rock."
Kids want the coolest parts of being adults without the responsibility. That's the whole point.
Right?
That sounds like
that's why you
modern
got
day
to-
women if you think of it.
Okay, YTC.
That's why you got
YTC,
to-
this isn't a red pill type of show. I'm not doing that today. Women nowadays, they think of breathing.
Shit, hey, like,
No,
go back,
no,
hey,
see, that's
you need to go back to
just any
2009.
group chat. That's any group chat that has Michael in it.
Facts. Oh God.
Hey, we need to go back to 2009 and 2010. We need to go back to our color skinny jeans. We need to go back to our emo and scene fits.
Back when you used to put the chain on the side of the pocket
Need
over
to
into
go-
the jeans with the back when snapbacks were a thing.
Snapback.
Listen, we need to go back. We'll be a proper economy. Get these white boys to do whatever emo and fucking rock music they were doing.
Hey, just
get these fucking FUBU
Get
uniforms.
those
with
get those sidekick phones from back in 2010. The sidekicks or the flip.
Yep.
Hey,
Back when
Like
back
diversify
when-
the charts again. Diversify the charts like it used to be.
You know what, YTC? We should go back because I know damn well there was a lot of people.
We used to
acting
be a
like-
proper economy in the 2000s.
No, YTC, that was back in the day when Fred was the biggest YouTuber. On
Oh, Fred.
No, that was our
that's
brain
not bad
rot.
at
It was
all.
between. It
That
was
was like-
between that or the annoying orange was
Smart.
for brain rot.
The annoying
Or
orange,
Smosh, yeah.
or Smosh.
Especially on Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon had like a weird obsession with
Yeah,
Fred.
this
Yeah.
is internet Spongy. This is internet unk status.
Yeah, this is YouTube
That's
infancy,
the-
and basically
Not
where
the
blue videos
annoying
have.
orange. Oh my god.
And also-
the annoying orange, dude.
Yep, that's
Children
what
would
I was
love
10 when
him.
that show came out. I
Hey,
was
man,
10.
this
That
is
was
like
my
when-
brain rot.
Dude, Nickelodeon had like a weird obsession with Fred back during that time. Like he was on iCarly. He had his own. movie.
it's Fred.
He had
Oh
his
yeah,
own-
speaking of Fred. yeah,
iCarly was so overrated. I'm not gonna cop.
First off, the majority of the shows were overrated after Drake and Josh finished, including Victorious and that. So yeah,
All we know is
Well-
Dan Schneider likes touching the children cast.
the
members
many
after
foot
all
scenes,
that.
basically the
Yeah.
many Ariana Grande scenes, especially when she was younger. I think.
Hey,
So,
I
yeah.
ain't gonna lie though, Cat. I would say this though, Cat in season 1 of Victorious was fucking hot as fuck. She had that 2000s alternative look, and it just.
Nah, Jade looked good back in the day, man.
Oh, Jade,
Cat looked
Elizabeth
better.
Gillies, yeah, Elizabeth
disagree.
Gillies.
I disagree. Cat in season 1 of Victorious, Cat was way hotter. Before they.
It was between her or the Hex Girls or fucking the early 2000s
Oh, my
Goth
God.
Girls. That's what also alternative my taste, and
Like,
also
what-
she go from Kim Possible.
Why
So,
is she
yeah.
not
No,
DMing Rhea
Cat-
Ripley anymore, right?
Now, Cat in season 1 of Victorious.
No,
Season
Okay.
1, Cat in Victorious is fucking hot as fuck. Like, she had that. She had that late 2000s alternative teen girl.
well,
look.
because she looked like a Haley Williams with the red hair. Like, I'll
Yeah.
stop.
Oh my God! Shut the. How do you remember that?
Hey, Paramore.
Oh my
What's
God.
wrong with Paramore? The early work, at least. Yeah.
Paranorman is. I love that movie. By the way,
Sponge-
underrated
Paramore,
animated.
Hey, Sponge over here. Hey, Sponge is
Oh, I thought you said Paranorman. That was an
Well,
underrated movie.
well, that works too.
Like-
Well, both work too. Anyways,
Sponge is like
yeah,
this. Like,
Paranorman.
a Sponge is like a Sponge is probably like.
Onks.
Hey, Sponge is probably like, hey, why y'all talking about this stuff from the 90s? This party
Oh,
was
nah.
It's
Now
the
you know-
20-year-old. You know everything
how I
from
know
the.
how millennials.
How do you think
now
on
I feel like a
Instagram-
millennial.
Look, if you look on Instagram, why do you think people on Instagram like literally represent everything from 20 years ago, like the nostalgic baiting? It's from everything 20 years ago, the 2000s. Pretty soon, everything in the 2010s will be nostalgia baited in 2030. It's the 20-year-old. Everything happens.
Yeah. Well,
Adventure Time is our SpongeBob. We gotta live with it.
Fucking Amazing World of Gumball is
Generator
like
Red-
equivalent to our AR Arnold or some shit like that.
Hey, Generator Rest is way better than Adventure Time. It just
Also, Ben 10 was my shit. Shout
Generator
out to
Rest.
that generation.
Generator
Yeah.
Rest is way better than Adventure Time. It just ain't
Also, Disney XD was underrated. It just needed a bigger budget. That's just my opinion, but yeah.
It needed a bigger
early
budget.
Disney SD. Early Disney SD was fucking.
Early
amazing.
Disney XD.
Now
I know
because
the Zika
Terry-
moved there.
People only hated because they got rid of Jetix. That's the only reason why people hate it. If they didn't get rid of Jetix, people wouldn't have hated it.
Like
Yeah, Jetix-
I didn't hate Disney XD.
No, I love Disney XD. I love the Parrot Kings. I like the Kicking It, Lab
Phineas
Rats,
and
fucking Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, that's another one.
You said
Hey,
Kicking
I'm on
It
the
is
band.
crazy.
Dude, I'm on a band that's underrated. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for like
Wasn't
that.
Sabrina Carpenter in there, or that was somebody else?
Oh yeah, Boy Meets. No, that was after Boy Meets World with her Sabrina
that's
Carpenter.
like-
That's in the mid 2010s. That's kind of like 5 years after. But
Oh,
no,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm on the
No,
band.
that was. Yeah.
I'm on the band is fucking underrated though. It was like one of the. It just doesn't get. The reason why nobody talks about it is because it was really one of the first Disney SD originals. It was that. It was that. Aaron Stone, Zeke and Luther.
I remember Slug
What up?
Terra and
Yeah, I remember the early days of Disney XD, like before the new shows. Yeah.
Yeah, like
And
See,
then-
the reason
now I'm seeing and YTC. Why am I seeing a new Yo Gabba Gabba next year?
hey,
Why am I-
Yo Gabba, they're
Did y'all
desperate.
Did y'all like Kid versus Cat? That's like
That was pretty decent. That was a good.
It was okay.
I liked it. I'm a sucker for like these weird. I'm so sucker for like weird cartoons like that. Like
Weird cartoons.
I-
Sure,
I-
Adventure Time was one of them. I think that's close to it. Yeah, for me.
See,
Regular
one of the
show was
reasons why.
weird.
dude, honestly, I miss those. I miss like those type of cartoons. I can't stand these cartoons of the last 10.
I can't even
It's
stand
well,
cartoons right now. They went too politically correct, especially Family Guy and Simpsons are still on somehow.
Anime has been getting bigger than current.
Even
I
South
blame
Park
Steven-
is getting
I blame
censored.
Steven Universe. It was really one of the first.
Oh yeah,
Hell, you know it's bigger
Shit.
than cartoons right now.
yeah. It was one of the first woke shows. I know what you're gonna guess.
Sorry, Spongy, go ahead. I understand you were getting cut off. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. One of the
Look-
things I didn't like about Disney XD, at least when it was around for me, it still is around.
Uh-huh.
But I would always turn on the Disney Channel, and I wanted to see some of the older shows, that I used to watch. No, I was getting Disney XD, and it was a bunch of these same shows every time. Big City Greens with this annoying green guy. And it
I
was
remember Big
just-
City Greens.
Yeah, that's up to my time, but I still remember it from like.
I seen because my little cousins sometimes watch Disney Channel in their spare time when I visit, so I just see whatever they see.
And that, and that was on nonstop in like 2019, 2020 when I was still like trying to watch it. Like I was trying to watch some of like the older shows from when I was around, but no.
No,
Give me
Spongy, when
these
you go
lame-
to that unk status,
Hey,
just let us know.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. The moment I wouldn't call myself an unk, but the moment I say I kind of reached there is when I seen some. I'm assuming some kid on like he was on social media. He was saying that like he was asking what a DS was, and that's when I knew. That's when I knew. Yeah.
Yo, God, now we're gonna feel like our millennial cousins when our millennial relatives when they were in their 20s, and they're like, "Bro, how come time flies? Like it's a pandemic after the pandemic, and now it felt like we were all just put into a
Show you
time
my age
warp.
right now.
I
I'll
said the
show you my
difference
age
is-
right now.
I say the difference is millennials was way more annoying with the 90s and stuff shit. And this is coming from somebody who loves 90s culture, but man,
No, they were
these
90s kids, but
these
uh-huh.
millennials in the 2010s couldn't just shut the fuck up about. I'm like, bro, when I go to the bathroom, I don't need to know how great.
A lot of them were in college, anyways.
You remember Pokemon? Like I hate when people when you 90s.
Yeah.
That and like Pokemon aired when I was
Reset-
still alive, dude.
Reese's, Arnold, like Reese's, fucking Doug and Ben. Yeah, Doug. Yeah, that's the show. Yeah.
Ren and
Rugrats,
Stimpy.
Ren and
Some of the
Stimpy.
cartoons
They
from the
won't shut the
90s
fuck
not even that good. Well, some of the cartoons from the 90s that they love, it's not even that good in my opinion. Like Rocky Power, dude, I would take Ben 10, Generator Rex, Simba.
Ben 10, easily Ben 10.
Golasso.
Well, not the 2016 reboot. We don't count that one. But
Yeah, we don't count that one. I only count the Ultimate Life Form after 09. That's it. And that's it. Pretty much it.
well, no, we gotta count the original 3. So
Yeah, I count the original 3.
Original Alien Force, Ultimate Alien. I don't count Omnivores. Some people count Omnivores.
The one with basically the one with Yuri Lorenthal and fucking Ashley Johnson. That's basically the only ones that count.
And YTC, you know what's the crazy part now? And look, I have no problem with it because I know there's certain people on the space that are not a fan of anime. I grew up with Toonami and stuff. I actually liked the shows that came out for anime. I'm cool with some of them, but sometimes it gets a bad rap. But hell, that'd be getting more showings now than American cartoons nowadays. Like you'll see Dragon Ball Z get more airtime than current shows out now.
Dude, Adult Swim. I just found out like Adult Swim starts at 4 o'clock.
Close. Jesus.
What the fuck?
Close.
Like, dude,
Closest I've gotten to. Sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead.
No, closest I've ever gotten to what was I saying? I forgot. You go ahead. I'm kept finding it.
I was gonna say like Adult Swim literally starts at 4 o'clock now. What the fuck, dude?
Oh yeah, I thought they closed that to
One and a
5 now.
half. There it is.
Dude.
Want to show my age? Every YouTube
What?
video back in the old day when it was just nothing but a blue video and top 10 wrestling compilations or Dragon Ball Z
like-
compilations.
Oh,
To,
yeah.
to anything with Linkin Park or basically Finger 11 Paralyzer. One of the
Are you
two.
talking about the AMV videos? Are you
Yeah.
talking
AMV videos, gaming videos too, and also gaming for Resident Evil, gaming for fucking Assassin's Creed and all those games I played. Also
Hey,
SVR.
Did you ever hear
Got
sometime?
it,
I
bro.
forgot what song it was. Like, I forgot what the song was.
the late 2010s to like 2011 is like my favorite era.
Probably 09 Dreamscape or something like that.
Hey, that late 2000s to like 2011 era of YouTube is like my favorite era of YouTube. It was
Yeah, it was.
getting bigger. It was getting bigger, but it still wasn't corporate. And it was a nice.
Now
vibe.
everything got to be fucking monetized.
No, like-
I was
It's gotta
watching
be-
everything basically from Smosh to early PewDiePie, and then I was watching
Gina Marbles.
Pre- Jenna Marbles. I remember watching Dashie when he started blowing up when he was Nasun. So yeah, I remember
I
those.
wasn't big on
Yeah.
PewDiePie from back in the day. I liked Markiplier a bit more than PewDiePie.
But what's
Yeah, I
crazy?
started drifting
It's
away.
crazy too. What's crazy is that back then, like when you had to watch YouTube mostly on your computer. You got home from school, you got on the family computer and watch YouTube. Now YouTube is basically TV. When
You have to use your browser from your phone to.
And now
watch
your phone's a
YouTube.
browser, so you don't need
Yeah,
that
too.
anymore.
But even bigger is that YouTube is basically now TV. If you had told me in like 2010 that YouTube will basically be everybody be watching YouTube every day on the TV or on the phone everywhere, I will call you a liar.
Hollywood's cooked though. That's why cartoons went down and Hollywood is cooked now because everybody
Yeah.
wants to make their own content or consume their own content from
And now it's
relatable
just
people.
it's a rights war for every cartoon. Look at Cartoon Network. Hulu Live is
Do you
just
spell the writing strikes? Yeah, that should
Yeah.
tell you alone.
Max. Yeah, too many writing wars between most writing strikes,
Because
and
of
then you're
AI.
seeing rights
Because
wars
of
on
AI.
Max.
Mhm.
You're seeing rights wars on Max for certain copyrights for streaming services for certain cartoons.
They're doing the same thing with the NFL too, like just for streaming rights, just to stream one game.
'Cause
That's
they
how
know
they're kind of
dying.
monopolized.
and they can't afford to get creative because that means original writing team, original ideas, and gambling on something that might not get over. Then, hey guys, you know what? Your older cousin used to watch, but he's in college now. Let's watch Yo Gabba Gabba. What the fuck?
Oh,
You're gonna
Gabba,
see
Gabba.
Wubs. You're gonna see
So-
Wubsy. You're gonna see the Chalk Zone.
Wubsy.
but
Oh my god,
chocolate on.
Wubsy! Now you're reminding me of Wow Wubsy from Noggin. Oh my god,
Ni
I
Hao
remember
Kai
Noggin.
Lan now has a prosthetic arm and is helping
What?
to save the planet.
Go. What the hell? How's she losing an arm? When was this?
It's a new arc. You got
Did
to
she
get
fall?
linked in.
Jesus, did she fall anger some shit from the Avatar? Did she collabing with the Avatar Airbender?
If Mr. Beast is like the hottest thing on media, there's something wrong.
Dude,
Yeah. It's him
Yeah,
or
YouTube
some
fucking-
India company.
Yeah,
So,
YouTube
yeah.
Okay,
fucking
so-
sus now.
Kudos to him for being successful. Come on.
YouTube fucking sus now. Like we went from Smosh and nigga, you know, Jenna Marbles and all those guys from back in the day to like Mr. Beast.
So talk YouTube. So
Mhm.
I'm looking at my most recent YouTube short. I'm looking at the analytics and all on YouTube Studio.
Mhm.
So 63% of my viewers watched on mobile, 16% on computer, 16% on a TV, 4% on a tablet.
That should tell you a lot.
So, and
Dude,
the ages 13 to 17 years is 30% of my viewers.
And the 18 to 34.
18 to 24, 0.0% of my viewership.
Huh?
More than Tony Khan. More than Tony Khan.
Oh wow.
I mean, that's not really it.
25
really
to
hard.
34 years, 33% of my viewership. And 35 to 44 years old, 37% of my viewership.
What? Older people like 35 plus? Oh, that's some pedophilia. What the fuck?
Spongy. Say that you're on YouTube, not TikTok, and you'll. I know you're trying to expand your brand. I respect that, but no TikTok.
No TikTok.
You,
Okay.
you know what you'll get.
And the gender, 88% male,
Of course.
12% female.
Oh.
51% United States, 7% Japan,
Ooh, you're global.
Man, what?
To the weeables.
Oh, surprisingly.
5%
To the weeables.
Canada.
Canada.
99.6 not subscribed. 0.4% subscribed.
I hate when you get to do that when you're monetized. When it's like, did you know 98% of the population doesn't fuck with me? Oh right, because I have only 200,000 subs, but there's 10 billion people in this country.
Hey,
I don't like that way of how it works.
Speaking of those cereal shows, I just found out that they made a comeback. Those cereal shows, I just found out like they made a comeback. Like I guess like a year ago.
A year ago.
Yeah, they made a comeback. I did not know that.
That's as
Hey,
irrelevant as Top Dog. Let me tell you the most irrelevant show that kept getting rebooted, but people think they care. You saw the fucking Louder but Prouder Proud Family show that came out.
Oh, Proud Fam. Oh my god. They did that with Raven's Home. They did that with fucking
but Raven's older, gayer, and weirder and bolder.
They're bringing back they bought back on Carly. I just heard they're bringing back Victorious.
Again? Oh wow.
Again?
Yeah.
But one of the actors are actually two actors are successful because who's the guy who played? Hold on, let me get the cast.
Leon Thomas.
Beck? Leon Thomas or
Leon Thomas is incredibly successful as a producer now. He has a couple records.
And Ariana Grande, of course.
Ariana Grande is gonna make one cameo, be like, "I don't have to be with you poor people anymore in the acting business."
Hey, I don't give a fuck. As long as I get to see Victoria Justice, that's all I care about.
A Victoria Justice with her chin.
That was like my childhood. That's like
her and her cheekbones.
Hey, that's my childhood. Hey, that's my childhood crush right there. He was hot as fuck.
And then another flip. I'll stop. Never mind. He's not there anymore.
Since we're rebooting shows from like the 2000s and even the early 2010s, just bring it back. Just bring everything back. Bring back the Sweet Life. Bring back, they tried.
Sweet Life. They did 2 shows with Sweet Life. They got to make a third one then.
They tried to bring back Lizzie McGuire, but she shut it down. But
first of all, Leon Thomas looks like Wale now. We got Devin Georgia. Wow. No. The guy who played Beck looks like a Jonas brother if he was obese and depressed.
Obese? Did he get fat? Wait, what?
No, I'm kidding. He looks depressed.
Oh my.
He almost looks like YTC a tiny bit.
Let me see.
I'm so surprised Disney hasn't tried to reboot.
It's the long hair figures.
I'm so surprised Disney hasn't tried to reboot Hannah Montana, considering they've been rebooting
Hannah Montana. Oh, that means Miley Cyrus has to be found off the street of some freeway that she's not doing crack from.
I'm telling
Hang on, who are they gonna get? What about Trina though? They're gonna have to get Daniela Mooney.
I think they did get her from what I saw. Like she's on board.
I remember when Danielle Monet was in that Fairly Odd Parents live action film.
Fairly Odd Parents with Trixie, yeah.
She's actually a cool actress.
Yeah, and they made her the scapegoat, which is the crazy thing on the show. They made her the scapegoat, being trained on Victoria's sister.
Do y'all think they'll bring back Good? Do y'all think they'll bring back Good Luck Charlie? Do you think
there's a chance?
There's a chance. Most of the actors are still.
Charlie's older. No, but Bridget Mendler, the one that plays Teddy. Yeah, she's apparently she got a PhD now. She's too smart.
Oh my
for all
god.
That,
yeah, she'll actually get a real job.
Not to mention too, like the mom. Disney part. You know how liberal they are. They don't. They're too scared to do business with the mom because of her Republican views.
Oh god.
Oh damn. But they had Rachel Segler, enough said, for doing Snow White.
They did weird.
Hypocrisy.
That movie sucked, by the way. That Snow White film sucked. I watched that shit for free illegally.
I wouldn't even watch it if it was for free. That's the time I won't get back.
I did it because my brother paid me. Just pay me. I'll give you $10 if you watch
the one show,
and I'll make your I'll make your popcorn.
The one show that they cannot. Now, granted, a lot of these shows is from their time, so it doesn't work when they try to reboot it. If they try to reboot Shake It Up, then that's gonna fail.
Oh God!
First off, Zendaya is already bigger than the whole program. Bella Thorne's probably doing the OnlyFans or some shit. And what else?
I think I did see her on that.
Shake It Up. Wasn't she in the Secret Agent show as well?
Casey Undercover, Zendaya.
Casey Undercover.
Yeah.
I love Casey Undercover.
Mm-hmm.
What about Ant Farm? They can no.
Ant Farm, I know China. She's older now.
China,
you know.
They really can't. Well, Shake It Up. I don't see how they can.
I remember the Fletcher only because of Mighty Med as well. That was another show he did with the guy from Good Luck Charlie. Bradley. Yeah.
What?
Gabe.
Why does
Gabe on Mighty Med? Yeah.
First of all, Jake Short looks like fucking Thomas Muller, some German soccer player. I swear, you'll look him up and you'll see those.
Thomas Muller. Let me see. Look taller because he's short.
Well, they really can't bring back. They really can't reboot Shake It Up because Shake It Up is like it's from that. It's really from a certain
Holy shit!
It fits that party pop. It fits that Jersey.
Yeah, party pops. I mean, ironically, they were in Chicago, so that was the premise of the
show. That means TikTok dances.
Well, even then though, even with TikTok, it still wouldn't capture the vibe because it fits that early 2010s Jersey Shore, like Lady Gaga era, like the whole like the color skinny jeans, the neon, like the swoop bangs. Look, it really fits that era. You can't bring it back.
Davis Cleveland's probably in his 20s at this point, man. He's 23 years old. He's older than Top Dog at this point. That's crazy.
I would love to see a Zeke and Luther reboot.
Oh God, I keep forgetting that he was there.
But again, they can't reboot that because that's like it's a representative of his time period. It's like that show is like very like late 2000s, like the
late 2000s, like skaters, roller skaters. That shit's gonna stay in like the early 2010s to the late 90s.
I'll be honest, I haven't heard of half the shows you guys are talking.
Of course, because you were like an infant back when these shows were airing, Spongy. That's fair.
Yeah, this is like late 2000s, like late 2000s, like 2010, 2011, right here. So like, yeah, you were like not born, or you was like 2 years old.
When you were watching shows, Logan Paul used to be on Disney.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's when I knew my.
It was Jake. It was Jake.
I thought Logan Paul had a Disney Channel contract as well.
Well, no, he was on Bizarre Bart, but that was it. That's what I knew. My time at Disney had right.
That was Jake.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when they started
like
the stars.
Yeah, that's before the Teen 10.
I feel like Logan might have been on
Logan.
Something, but
no, I saw Logan at first. I only saw Logan through Vine when Vine was a thing, and also remember him on Bart Baker parodies.
Now I'm ashamed. That's the only thing I'm ashamed of.
Yeah, they didn't bring him. And also Bart Baker parodies. That's where I remember Logan Paul from when I saw him first and Jake Paul.
I hate
before he
Vine.
sold his tool to China, but yeah.
Dude, I don't get the hype that people have for Vine now. I'm like, people hate TikTok, okay, but Vine wasn't that better.
Vine was worse when people were getting unpaid.
Basically, they failed to unionize, and basically they didn't want to meet their demands, and they basically shut down their popularity left. So yeah.
Honestly,
because remember the people that were living in the Vine buildings?
Mm-hmm.
This is like something for like Sponge, because like you guys were obviously too old for it by this point. I was too old, but I remember I had a younger brother born in 2009, and he was still watching like Disney Channel stuff in like the late 2010s. It was this show called Sydney to the Max, bro. And I kid you not. I swear I never heard this on Disney Channel before, bro. But this, like they had one of the girls talking about like going on the periods and stuff. I'm like,
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro.
Wait.
I'm like,
What is Sydney to the Max? Or what
yeah, it's like
Sydney to the Max. What? What's that shit?
I do.
That sounds like a YouTube channel.
It was this show on Disney Channel. Sponge. This is more Sponge's alley, but it was this show. Like the only reason why I know is because I had little brothers who were still watching that. So, and where I was living, we still had to rely on cable because they would not want to get streaming for some reason. They were stuck in the past by that point. But
back in my day,
exactly. But like, so like it was shows like that and like Andy Mack. Andy Mack's another one.
Andy Mack, dude.
They feature like I remember. Yeah,
Liv and Maddie.
Yeah,
well, Liv and
like,
Maddie's more like.
In Andy Mack, that was more like a show, like an inclusivity show. Like that's what. It's because there was a relationship between two boys on it.
Ew! I'm joking. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm like, how did we go from Hannah Montana? Like, how do you like the decade started off like Hannah Montana and Sweet Life and Wizards of Waverly Place, Sunny with a Chance. How did we go from that to like this?
I more remember Sweet Life on Deck than Sweet Life with Zach and Cody, and I grew up with both shows.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about on Deck. That's what I'm talking about. Like we started out like when 2010 started for Disney Channel, you started out with Hannah Montana, Sunny with a Chance, Wizards of Waverly Place, Sweet Life on Deck. What else? There was another show. I can't think of it. There was another show, but I can't think of it. Then you went there, but then by the end of the decade, it's like Sydney to the Max. I'm like, what happened?
I remember Sunny with a Chance.
Yeah.
When they also had their own like rip-off Amanda show, not Amanda show.
So random. Well, random was more so because like Demi Lovato abruptly quit the show, so they had to retool it.
Okay.
Yeah, but even then, Sony Random only lasted like until 2012, so it didn't even last that long.
Yeah, it was it was a big short life because Disney Channel was still getting good numbers around the 2010s before they keep losing their stars.
Well, a lot of things changed, not just for Disney Channel, but for kids television in general. Like in general, a lot of things changed around like 2013, 2014. Like a lot of shows and cartoons started ending around that era. So like iCarly ended in 2012, Bedtime Rush and Victorious ended in 2013. Where's the way we placed in 2012? You know,
I think YTC left because we made him feel too much like an unk.
Leave the memories alone. He must have had a technical difficulty. Am I really unk?
Is he gonna pop
Yeah,
back?
he's on. Yeah, he's back on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he felt too much like an unk. That's what it was.
And this is like back when televised ratings over original projects.
All right, I'm back.
Still good numbers, but I don't know like when television network is going to, because I feel like streaming financially is worse than cable network television.
Well,
hey, YTC, I understand we made you feel too much like an unk, so.
No, my computer felt like that right now. I'm about to delete some, stuff in case it's the reason why I keep booting out.
Well, I mean, the stuff that you were saying, Sponge probably made him feel old, but a lot of stuff we're saying is from
Jameis Winston is back to the Giants.
I don't really remember streaming.
No, to the Browns, I think.
I really don't remember streaming being culturally big to like the mid 2010s, like when people started getting like those smart devices, like Fire TVs stuff.
Like Fire Sticks back when they started off, Hulu TV.
I ain't gonna lie though, those Fire Sticks was good to jailbreak them because you get like coding and you like get all the free stuff, so you didn't even need Netflix. That's how I was able to watch the Mayweather Conor McGregor fight in 2017 because we jailbroke the Fire Stick and we got the fight for free.
Real that's talk though, DST.
Mm-hmm.
When are more FBS teams gonna be, or FCS gonna be letting the FBS?
When there's more sports washing.
I'm talking like the Dakotas, like North Dakota State and South Dakota State.
When there's some JUCO.
Oh, somebody's whacking me.
Sorry, my fault. I dropped some rice.
Oh damn, figures.
Hey, DSC, did you see that? Did you see that John Cena like pipe bomb on CM Punk last night?
That was actually an impressive promo.
No, that shit had me speechless when he said you're the biggest bullshitter in the world. I'm like, oh, that's true.
I'm like,
No,
why?
you know what's the best line? Yeah, you know what was the best line, YTC? When he said, "You're not a voice of the voiceless, you're a millionaire."
Yeah, you're the capitalist. You're TKO, literally.
You're not a punk. You're a capitalist.
Dude, why did WWE do this from the start? That's the problem with WWE. They always do something, something that you would think is the right thing. They always do it towards the end of something. They never do it at the start. It makes no sense.
Like, let's turn John Cena heel. Let's give him his best promo and his best program in the middle.
Yeah, you know why? Because probably Vince had his hand up their asses too much as like a puppeteer. That's probably why they didn't do it earlier.
I love the little Vince McMahon reference when it's like, "Who you think gave you your spot to do your little pipe bomb, pal?" Like, that's obvious Vince McMahon shout.
I mean, but Vince McMahon has been gone for allegedly he's been gone for 2 years.
I feel like he's still in Gorilla, but they don't want to show backstage.
No, but it's poetic justice though that basically he's forgotten now after they with Cody Rhodes they basically disgraced his father and him and his brother. And now he's completely forgotten. He took back his kingdom and in the head face of the company now. It's just crazy.
No. I do believe in one thing. Jey Uso losing the world title was the smartest decision they had so far. No offense to Jey Uso.
Also, not to mention.
I don't want to hate on Jey Uso. He's just... It would have hit harder if he won the Money in the Bank than won the Rumble.
But the dude is literally living off like an outdated slang from like 2015.
Yeah, so... And the words of Drew McIntyre, all you had to do was just say yeet forcing, you would have been more famous.
Yeet.
Dude, like, I can't remember the last time a young person actually said yeet.
What child said yeet? That's like Vine culture worthy of a terminology now. And somehow it's like, oh, yeet's over. Man, Fandango's entrance was over. Stop thinking all because you're a mid-card over means that you should be a headliner. That
fucking Rusev Day was over.
Rusev Day was over.
Man, I'm watching the Batista.
Zack Ryder was over. And the Matt Cardona shout was crazy. Claudio Castagnoli.
Man,
Matt
I'm watching
Cardona.
The video, Batista from
McNiven.
2005. Oh my gosh, Batista's such a badass. Oh man.
That's peak physique. I don't know which is peak physique, him or fucking 2002 Triple H. One of the two.
I actually like John Zamora. John Zamorson also had an impressive look.
Batista 2005.
I mean, they're both of them were on the juice.
Well,
no, we all know. That's why Chris Benoit killed. I'm joking. Like,
well, Triple H in early 2002. Look, Triple H in early 2002 before he joined Ric Flair.
When he came back from his ACL injury, I remember.
When he still had his attitude era look with the jean jacket.
He had the muscle and the lean physique at the same. That's the peak physique.
And that jean leather jacket. That's my favorite Triple H attire. I wish he would have bought that back. I wish he would have bought that back later in his career. Because that fucking was so badass, like that, with the beard and the.
Bobby Lashley also had an impressive physique.
But then he got fat. He got fat because of the fertility pills because he was trying to have a kid with Stephanie at the time.
Oh, so, yeah. That's why he didn't look in good shape in 2005.
Hey, so what is
that's
okay.
Wait, so what is your favorite John Cena look? Is Dugganomics, Chain Gang, Military?
2005 to 2006 for me.
Chain Gang 2006.
When he
not 07 with the camos.
And my favorite is the Chain Gang ones when he had the Chain Gang jerseys. When he got drafted to Raw, I love those jerseys.
That one too, yeah. I also like the 2007 one with the camo pants
with the video game.
I love the camo pants. He had like the camo pants with the black shirt and then like the white wrist attires. Yeah, like it's SVR 08. Yeah,
and he had like a cool ass Super Mario shirt in like 2016.
Oh yeah, that was 2008. That was 2008.
No, he had two of them. He did have one like that in 2016.
The other one I liked was Rise Above the Hate. That was a decent one for me.
Oh, you talking about the one in
2012?
2012.
You can't tell me that he. I always think The Rock made him switch. He switched that because of The Rock. You can't tell me that after wearing those bright color shirts for like 2 years, and then The Rock comes back and starts wrestling, you switch to like black.
I thought that was Kane.
That Rise Above Hate because he was trying to get him to embrace the hate.
Embrace the hate
Well, I mean, but like
with Jerkmate,
but think of it though, like
John Cena.
I mean, but think of it though. As soon as The Rock comes back and he starts roasting him, he switches to black.
I mean, Cena was always the villain. They already painted him. They had a video how Cena was always the villain. So.
Hey, you know who else changes shirts every year but can't get over it? Kevin Owens is still pregnant. I still don't get how this guy gets headlining booking jobs over LA Knight. Look, we came from
I'm literally
talking about
his weight right now. I'm trying to lose this weight. So
no, but here's the thing.
Dude, how did we go from like we went from like 2005 with John Cena looking badass with the rap look and Batista with the suits and Edge with the rated R suits.
I wish we would have got the collab with What Up Gangster and fucking from 50 Cent with John Cena's team.
No, not everybody wants to dress like Kazarni and have the same body shape as Hornswoggle. I swear to you, if I ever see Sami Zayn in the world title scene,
Kazarni, oh my god, that's Unk status right there.
Man, dude, like The Rock, hey man, like The Rock in the late '90s is like has to be like honestly probably my favorite superstar when it comes like the attire. When he looked like a Cuban drug dealer with the sideburns and the hair,
the sideburns and the pajama jackets and shit, not stuff.
I thought the Cuban drug dealer thing was more Scott Hall's look.
Well, no, The Rock in the late '90s kind of fitted more because like how he looked. Because like with the $500, with Razor Ramon, yeah, you could debate.
It was a ripoff of Scarface, basically, like Al Pacino. That was the ripoff.
What Scott Hall was, The Rock wasn't. I think.
Bro, I would have no. I'm not gonna lie. I would have booked Scott Hall to be a main eventer in my universe mode. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, Scott Hall. The reason why Scott Hall wasn't a main eventer is because he had drug problems. That's why he
drug problems backstage,
alcohol problems.
Yeah,
you know the clique. Basically, the clique, yeah, they were politicking behind everything to get guys they didn't like out.
And guess what? You know what's funny? I hate nowadays because I hate the elite. I hate the elite because you guys try to make fun of current wrestling. I mean, past wrestling, and yet you rip off DX and the clique so much.
What?
And you can't get over the Young Bucks. Kenny Omega.
We're talking the elite, like P. Diddy, like that Jeffrey guy.
Close enough. Close enough. No, it's some irrelevant indie workers that used to be jobbers. That's our term for like guys that lose every week. Spongy.
Yeah, guys that lose every week, and basically were Ring of Honor rats.
So Ring of Honor main eventers. So Spongy. These are like the guys. These are like the guys that lose to like John Cena for like 2 seconds, and then you don't see their face again because they're facing up against more important guys like Randy Orton.
Yeah, and they're basically mid-carders for filler pay-per-views like Judgment Day or fucking Backlash or some shit like that.
Like, the Young Bucks are Generation Me. They are still Generation Me. They're just paid more wearing Jordans. Kenny Omega is still a jobber. I still remember Trent Beretta from 2009 SmackDown.
Yeah.
God
Matt Sydal,
Generation Me.
Yeah, okay, to be fair, I like Devin Bourne.
Matt Sydal. Yeah, I like him too. He's better than Ricochet. He was way better than Ricochet. So yeah,
because Ricochet has more interest with his tweets than his actual personality.
Hey man, Generation Me, that's giving me TNA 2009 vibes right there.
Yo,
man, the Aces of Eight were way main event Mafia and the Aces of Eight were way over that.
Aces and Eights are better than that Booklet Club.
Hey, Perk Angle, hey man, Perk Angle, bro, that dude, Kurt Angle, like Otis to like
Perk.
His whole life was falling apart, and he was pulling on 5-star matches.
He literally. Wait, you know what's crazy? He had to do a storyline with his ex-wife. Jeff Jarrett was remarrying his wife in the storyline, and he still had to lose to him on pay-per-view.
He was putting on performances.
This might be a hot take, but I went back and watched some of the Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff led TNA of 2010, 2011. Man, it's way better than current wrestling.
Oh, damn.
Yes. Hell, even TNA currently now might be better than Dynamite. The TNA NXT collab at this rate.
I mean, at least you got to pay for plans. You can't even pay for tarps over on Dynamite.
I mean, at least in say what you want, but at least in like 2010, 2011, TNA, you actually had stars. Yeah, some of them might have been past.
Hell, TNA was in the late 2000s were better than the
Eric.
Point.
Showtime Eric Young is better than Kenny Omega. I will stick by that.
Yeah, I was watching TNA and WWE.
You had Nash, you had Hall, you had
Boogie with the hoodie.
What? Boogie with the hoodie. Oh, you know who was on TNA, Spongy? You probably remember him. He was a cornerback for the Cowboys and the Bengals. Pac-Man, Adam Jones.
Oh, wow. Pac-Man Jones, oh my.
He was actually in a tag team with R-Truth and won the tag titles with him.
On Killings, yeah.
Art Rocket.
And,
It's funny that
He quit Ron Killings.
like the tag team division is so
My
bad.
dad even met R-Truth
With
when
this-
back in the wrestling days. My
with
dad
this-
met R-Truth.
in
What is Ron
this
Killings?
current R-Truth John Cena storyline, have they brought up the whole Little Jimmy stuff in 2011?
That's a
yet.
fact. Where's little Jimmy?
Where's little
When-
Jimmy?
when
I
I'm
would have
talking-
bought a toy of little Jimmy. You literally just have to put nothing on the box, and people would still pay for it full price.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie.
Little Jimmy's more over than anything on Dynamite.
Little
Hey, him
Jim-
smoking a cigarette. I ain't gonna lie.
John Moxley with Ozempic and crack doing a barbed wire death match that nobody's watching. CZW. Caitlin Clark is more must-see TV than Dynamite. How sad is that? WNBA
That's-
primetime action on
They
2
cleared that
p.m.
in Collision. That's just like,
Bro, you ever watching a WNBA game and it's like, why? Dynamite's on. Oh, God.
you know they're cooked. Well, all they have to lose is MJF and they're cooked. That's it. That's the nail in the coffin.
Oh, yeah, MJF, if he's gone, because they have no stars. They have no star. I mean, I like Swerve Strickland, but he's not ahead.
I mean,
he's not
you know what's bad? Their store is basically Timeless Tony. That's the best thing they had going on in recent memories, in my opinion.
Because Sasha Banks. Oh, I thought Sasha Banks was a star. Sasha Banks was never
Tony
the star.
Storm was better.
Timeless Tony Storm is actually a cool.
Mhm.
They have good talented women. Tony
Also, Mariah
Storm-
May left, and now she's Blake Monroe now, apparently, on NXT. So
Yeah, I think I already knew she was going to change her name. People knew she was going to change her name. And now look at this. Now AEW is now using third tier because they fucked up their deal with New Japan. New Japan has not elevated their brand at all since working with AEW. And now they're working with the second best Lucha Libre brand.
I will say this, though. Get ready
Triple
for
A-
a lot of firings.
Oh yeah.
No, for
No, wait,
females, because it's getting oversaturated. Now they're bringing all these females that from other companies. Eventually, someone's about to get cut. They're about to do OnlyFans or basically get cut.
Oh,
like
they
the Cora
already
Jade
are.
situation.
They already are doing
Oh,
it.
there we
Cora
are.
Jade, Blair Davenport, like those people again.
And guess
For
what?
PG
Oh,
one, I think.
and guess
saw
what,
some of
YTC?
the
I already got
wrestling
the
dudes are
information.
doing it, too.
Oh God. Oh God.
That's usually what happens. They go to Indie and do OnlyFans, or go to AEW and do both. So
And guess what? They're still over than Bailey. I'm not going.
damn, you know how much they made when Mandy Rose left and Cora Jade, when she left? How much they made? Yeah, they're not going back.
Oh yeah, you're better off not going.
25 grand just making a page alone without any content apparently.
Gigi Dolan
Without a
should
single-
be Gigi Dolan should be making bank over in OnlyFans.
Mandy Rose alone, I think she made over 3 mil. I think just without even posting a single thread of content, just uploading a
Oh.
page.
God, because wrestling fans are so simp made, and they're fake feminists that they'll just goon to it and say they want women's Royal Rumble. They're not going to watch it.
So practical, nice guys with psychopathic tendencies. No wonder they
because
can't
they'll
get
be like,
dates.
oh, why can't women have their own Royal Rumble? You'd rather watch a bra and panty match than them in the Rumble.
Just cut to the chase. You want a bra and panty match? If you want that, just go on porn. Basically,
Why?
Just get it
Why
yourself.
am I watching? Why am I watching a 10-minute comp of Bailey thick pics compilations?
And
and
plus,
that's
AI
picking
exists now.
Yeah, more AI.
Deep fakes. Basically, they could just
deep
deep fake if they wanted to, but they're just lazy
Deep-
like their metabolism, anyways.
There's more deep fakes of AJ Lee taking some WWE superstars meat than an actual women's match that's
Brian
plus
Maddox
1 million.
also.
Oh, Xavier Woods. Just saying.
El Patron.
Oh, God. Oh, wait, no.
DST, can
Why
you look
TC?
up
I'm not
what-
making a
Can you
smut.
look up what conference UMass is in right now? I forget. I think it's-
UMass? I thought they're still American. They're still USA. They're not.
Also,
Are they
Can't wait
still
to get on.
USA?
Hold on. Give me a second.
I think they're still conference USA. I was making sure.
Let me see. Give me a second.
I know they were independent.
Also,
for,
yeah,
They're
it's
independent. They're still independent. They're still independent.
yeah, it's
Still
confusing though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
it's-
YTC.
AI is confusing. They want me to either keep my hair long or get a haircut once I lose the weight. So there's no in between. It's crazy.
Why can't you just be a little like LeBron James, YTC? Just get a spray on.
A spray? Oh, what the?
Just cover the whole. Just cover the whole thing. LeBron does it every year.
Oh,
Takes
oh,
a
Josh
look,
is
we
at
don't
the.
know.
Oh, he saw Seth Rollins. Oh, wow, there he is. Josh Thompson.
I still get pegged. Oh, by the way, my shoe collection is getting expansive. I finally got new kicks for the gym. I got Dwayne Wade's kicks, Kyrie. I got the new James Harden shoes in the rack right now, and I'm getting thanks Tyrese Halliburton beat my team. I thought I could at least show some respect. So Game 7, I'm getting a pair of Halliburton's shoes he wore.
Yeah, it's kind of sad seeing stuff like this now.
Yeah,
and he was one of my favorite in my teenhoods. He was my favorite in my teenhoods.
UConn joined the American Conference.
He was my favorite member of the Shield, but yeah, you already know.
Wait. UConn? I thought they were Big East. When did they join the American Conference?
That's UConn basketball. So.
Oh, okay. So
also, he won.
Oh,
he actually took after my advice. You see what happens when you took after my advice? Shout out to Michael. He won $133.
What a parlay?
No, on a casino. He won a quick 110. See, what did I tell you?
DJ Khaled in an eating contest, letting everybody take the time before he beats everybody in a Raisin Cane's competition eating chicken.
No, but I do got to go to Atlantic City before the end of the year. No, this end of the summer. I'll probably go this year.
Okay, yeah, DST, UMass is joining the MAC, the Mid-American.
What?
Atlantic City.
Yeah.
There's barely much of a conference to beat in the MAC. You know what? They could do it.
I forget Mike is in fucking Florida, so they also have down there.
They got Ball State, Bowling Green, Buffalo, Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan, Miami, Ohio, Northern Illinois, Ohio University, Toledo.
Actually, I think Ohio has really helped they've been doing good for their program recently. I actually like Ohio.
Let's see if Mike actually did go with a girlfriend. Because apparently someone took his photo.
YTC, that's a lie. It's okay.
In that conference,
no, literally the way it's framed, both of his hands are on the panel. Someone took his photo, so we'll see.
Probably his mom.
Oh my god!
Oh wow!
LeBron James is so overrated, man. This dude.
Damn.
I have no hate against LeBron James. I have a problem with his fans.
I just think he gets overrated to a realm that he should never be in.
Let me guess. I don't hate LeBron necessarily, just his fans. Besides Taj, of course, it's a friend of mine. But yeah,
I do hate how the media frames it like without LeBron there would be no NBA in 5 years. Because the
NBA survived losing Jordan. Now, granted, they lost ratings, but they survived losing Jordan. Jordan was way bigger.
That's like saying the Monday Night Wars, there'd be no Monday Night Raw. Don't get me wrong. Monday Night Wars did a great elevating Raw's popularity to now that they're publicly traded. And now they still are a billion-dollar company that are making more oil money deals than ever. Stop thinking that. And now the NBA is more difficult to go back-to-back NBA titles, and I welcome that. Because now you got teams like Indiana, OKC, Minnesota can be more favored contenders. Boston is now have to go over to the drawing board because now they're going to lose key contributors over their championship game season. Denver has literally won an NBA title. People thought that would never happen. Portland could possibly do it if they make some smart moves in the near future. Orlando, I feel like they've been building up. I've been following up on Paulo Banchero. And they can finally make a good contender with Desmond Bain.
Oh, CM Punk and Seth Rollins went at it at FanFest. Oh, look, they're arguing.
Oh my god! You know what? Your wife doesn't peg you, doesn't he, Punk? Or doesn't she, Punk? What?
Oh, they went at it. Look at them. They're fighting. Oh shit!
Oh, you showing it?
Look, I'm about to show it right now. Look, my Mafia King. Shout out to Mafia King. He showed this on my story.
Let me expand it.
Look at it.
Your bull just touching me first, Seth. Oh, what's with the pants?
That close. I'm surprised Punk still made it after he got knocked out.
What fan is? If some fan touches Punk on the shoulder to hold him back, he'll just punch the fan first.
I'm not seeing Punk chance and security.
So after John, so I know there's no love lost between those guys.
All right.
Oh yeah, you saw Drew McIntyre's story. If you saw,
Well, what? No, I didn't.
he posted a
happened?
photo of CM Punk holding a title and left no caption.
Oh.
You know what's gonna happen.
I
You already know what's about to fucking happen, man.
forgot what's happening first. Night of Champions or
Not a champions, but I think he's about to cost them now.
Oh, okay. You feel like Seth cashing in at the world title makes a little bit more sense, or the WWE title later in the year?
Wait,
We got
what?
All In. What happened?
Come again? I didn't hear you.
What's like the smarter world title for Seth to cash in on?
The smarter, he's
Yeah.
likely gonna cash. I don't think he's gonna cash in on John Cena.
Okay.
Maybe he would. Maybe not. I don't know. It'd be funny though if he's the one that beat him.
Always laughs like fucking Peter Griffin
Nicki Minaj.
and Nicki Minaj.
More like Nicki Minaj. Peter Griffin's just like that small, fast laugh.
Gunter versus Goldberg in fucking Atlanta, Georgia for Saturday night main event.
Oh, about us. Yeah, they're probably Gunther's about to win.
Gooners is crazy. By the way, I didn't even know that was a terminology people had to use now because they couldn't say the other word. I understand. The only term I only know Gooners for is Arsenal fans for.
I'm assuming
England?
it's another synonym for incel, but yeah, Gooners, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only terminology I know. Gooners because I see Premier League.
That and also because somebody memed his name instead of Gunther's Gooner. Like it's the way they had him slapping slapping meme.
That guy can chop, by the way. Like Bob Holly chop. Like the guy. He is tough in the ring. I like Gunther. You know who would have been a perfect opponent for Gunther? If WWE can sign back Samoa Joe, I feel like that
Definitely.
Because Samoa Joe, he's so irrelevant on Dynamite because they can't book veterans anymore. Look at Cope.
First off, what are they even doing with the entire Undisputed Era for leftovers over there?
Oh yeah, some of them are. First of all, one of them is in a male Iconics tag team.
Well, let me guess. Kyle O'Reilly, Roger Strong. I don't know.
Dio Madden, I think his name is.
Formerly who?
Dio Madden. You know the guy with Mansoor.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, the tall black guy. He's very tall, by the way.
Commander Aziz? No, stop.
Get canceled. Commander Aziz is not that tall. Apollo Crews. If Apollo Crews was on AEW,
when he had that fake accent.
Save the fudging ball.
Commander, y'all talking about WWE still?
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, Lakers want Lonzo Ball back? Man, no, that's not happening.
I should have tried.
You want more medical bills?
Yeah, Lonzo Ball has been injured. I graduated twice when Lonzo was injury prone.
When did you graduate?
I graduated last summer.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, now my little brothers are graduating. One has got back from auto school.
And now you're officially Unk.
I'm only on Spongy. I'm in my mid-20s. How's that Unk status? That's like big brother status.
We're at that point. Hey, man, I'm 26. We're at that point where we're basically younger. We're older than younger people, and we're still younger than older people. We're in the middle
and we
now.
Still can't own property. I love it.
We'll never own property. Not in this economy.
It's weird. I'm almost 21, but I've seen some people my age online get called Unks.
Not in this economy. They're definitely not gonna own anything because they made it geared to basically where you'll never own anything. But I don't want to dive down that rabbit hole. That's a topic for another time. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you completely.
No, like I said, when I seen some kid born in I'm supposed he was born in 2016 say that he didn't know what the DS was. That's what I knew that my childhood was officially in the past.
My childhood was officially in the past when I saw the Undertaker hang up his boots.
That too.
In WrestleMania 33.
My childhood was in the past when I saw Rey Mysterio in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I see Dominic wrestling now consistently, full time.
I mean, just seeing some of the shows I grew up with come back and get rebooted.
To be fair, let him die. Let him die.
No, but Dirty Dumb's starting to grow. That's why I see why he's starting to grow.
Like seeing iCarly, hot take. I really didn't like the iCarly reboot. It just doesn't. iCarly doesn't work for today's internet. It fits the
because she's pretty shallow she's pretty shallow now. The character of her, not Miranda Cosgrove herself, the character of Carly was pretty shallow back then, and she still is.
Well, it's just that. But the internet the iCarly was late 2000s.
It was ahead of time.
Yeah, but that internet of the late 2000s and very early 2010s, it's not the same as today's internet. So
yeah, it definitely isn't.
So it didn't work in the first place.
No, because it's infancy. Yeah, because internet was in its infancy back in the day. Like, they were ahead of time when people didn't even have access to the internet unless they borrowed
funny videos. Like more cinematography goes into like videos nowadays and a lot more consistency. And live streaming is more, and streaming content for a personality like iCarly would work more than content creation.
Yeah, basically they were ahead of the game, and now everybody has their own platform to do their own niche now. So,
right.
Yeah.
Even though I hate streaming content, I mean, I like if you just upload your content in sections and diversify it, because now you're seeing like a bunch of streamers, and then they don't know what the fuck all to do in like the next 5 hours and make this their own full-time job.
This is how I feel. This is how I feel about the new Malcolm in the Middle reboot. Now I'm gonna give it a chance.
There's a Malcolm in the Middle reboot.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Now
at that point, bring back Everybody Hates Chris. At that point,
I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a chance, but
because YTC he can't because he's doing the Adult Elementary.
Well, Malcolm in the
fucking
Middle,
Tyler Williams, damn.
Well,
the Middle, they do have a reboot, the animated series.
Like I was saying, Malcolm in the Middle, like what I was saying earlier, like there's just certain shows that's a certain time period. Malcolm in the Middle is one of those shows. Malcolm in the Middle, especially the early seasons, they're very late 90s, early 2000s. You cannot recreate that vibe.
Oh yeah, facts.
You can't.
They'll just be like, what's skateboarding? Why all you guys do is go outside?
No, because back then that was when the third place locations were prominent, but now because
gooning to paperback is crazy. I'm joking.
And now because of the internet. Yeah, basically like the internet. Mm-hmm.
Like with Shake It Up, same thing with Shake It Up. If Disney was to ever reboot that, it wouldn't work because, like I said, it's a time capsule of the late 2000s, early 2010s dance pop era. When Lady Gaga was on the rage, you can't recreate that.
Everybody everybody was on an Afro techno, style, like the fucking Avicii, David Guetta, like music like that, like features with him. You know what song was going to be lit or like mainstreaming if you basically had Avicii or David Guetta as a feature. So
or 2 Chainz was doing your features.
Yeah,
I remember 2 Chainz was like one of the top producers.
Yeah, our team.
Oh yeah.
We get that era.
T-Pain, young T-Pain with all the young T-Pain.
T-Pain was actually underrated. He was insane.
T-Pain's underrated now. He's talented. He proved he's more talented now using his raw voice. I did not know he could sing rock music.
He's still doing content. He's still doing content. I think he streams his producing features.
He has an actual voice on that. I respect him more.
If they was to reboot Everybody Hates Chris, how would that work? Because Everybody Hates Chris was focused on it was basically a nostalgia piece to people who grew up in the 80s. Are you going to
Everybody Hates Chris?
So are you going to retool that for people who grew up in the 2000s?
I mean, Everybody Hates Chris reboot.
A lot of the jokes wouldn't even fucking make it, especially Mrs. Morello if she's still around.
Just to shut your mouth alone. You're kidding.
The fucking racial undertone jokes they had about them.
But even then, like I said, Everybody Hates Chris basically catered to Gen Xers who were either kids or teens in the 80s.
Okay, I mean, okay.
And plus, who needs to know more about Chris Rock in 2025?
Oh, no, we already know a lot about Chris Rock.
And I love 80s culture.
Spongy, I don't need allegations.
And I love 80s culture. Don't get me wrong. I love 80s culture. I love, especially 80s rock. I love me some 80s rock.
80s.
But
Vice City, that's how I got into 80s rock too. You have GTA Vice City is when I got introduced to it.
For me, it was Everybody Hates Chris.
I like 70s a bit more than 80s.
For me, it was Everybody Hates Chris, the Guitar Hero games, and Regular Show. That's how I got to 80s music. Those three.
Vice City, obviously, and also old Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and also Friday the 13th, like those movies back in the 80s. I used to watch reruns on. So yeah,
Man, the 80s
for horror.
The 80s rule, man. I love the 80s, bro. I know a lot of people love the 90s, but I kind of prefer the 80s more.
90s for me because it was a mix between rap and grunge and like new metal, like the attitude era of cultural rap overall. Like,
it depends. Yeah. The first half of the 90s is cool for me. I can't stand. I can't with recession like stuff like wrestling. I can't stand that like a lot of late 90s mainstream culture. It's good. It's good, but I can't stand like if you remove the teen pop and all those dumb teen comedies from it, it would actually been way better.
No, it's what did it though. It was peak humanity with pricing and also the culture. Like you felt more connected, like the outsider connected, compared to someone who liked the '90s hit boy bands and fucking Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera, basically any pop groups you could think of. Counterculture to that.
The culture in the early to mid '90s was like way better though, in my opinion. Because you had grunge. I'm not a grunge fan, but it's better than that. But you also had like
grunge
rap.
Yeah, and basically it was a birth between grunge rap, grunge riffs and fucking metal riffs, and you mashed them into one, and basically like hip hop influence. You got new metal, yeah.
I still say the late '80s, very early '90s was better than both because you had I would say because you had like it wasn't the '80s no more, but it also wasn't '90s. It was like a weird hybrid, and it was like it's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Marion.
BET was over its infancy, and I felt like it was a better representation of a lot of media, especially back in the day when every television network was trying to create their own niche.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, here's you were talking about T-Pain earlier. He got a lot of revitalization when he was on The Masked Singer without all and he won.
Yep.
And he got a lot more popularity off of that as well.
Because they saw him for more than just an auto-tune singer and a niche singer. Yeah. So he proved himself now.
I think he always had that ability. He was just trying to something to single out because T-Pain was popular when Lil Wayne and Chris Brown were still like one of the biggest artists.
Yeah, and Flo Rida started emerging.
So especially Justin Bieber, because Justin Bieber, especially when T-Pain was around being a feature.
Oh, I owe an apology to Bieber. Even though I didn't like his music, I owe him an apology. He was groomed from a very young age. I felt bad for him. So, yeah.
Spongy was an eyewitness. Spongy remembers. He was an eyewitness.
The way men were grooming him and older women were just grooming him in very inappropriately. Now I see why he's miserable.
Man, that brings back like so many annoying memories as a kid. Like,
Ellen DeGeneres also is not. She's guilty for.
No, she's a psycho. No, she's a psychopath in disguise. Like,
oh yeah, man. Facts.
YTC, that brings back so many painful memories as a kid. Going into the stores and seeing his face on all the magazines.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was a kid. I mean, my sisters were annoying me with his music, but it's how girls are. So yeah,
dude, I swear, Baby
in high school was harassing him.
Dude, Baby has to be the most overplayed. Have to be one of the most overplayed songs of 2010.
One Less Lonely Girl, like.
How come Usher was touching him more than?
Yeah, dude, I heard that.
Even Big Time Rush was better than him back in the day. That's my own unpopular opinion, but
I got a question for you.
I do feel like Justin Bieber did have some talent for his age, especially like blowing up this high.
I got a question for y'all. This is a Disney versus Nick question. Was y'all Jonas Brothers fan on Disney Channel, or was y'all Big Time Rush on Nickelodeon?
I resented a bit more with Big Time Rush.
I resonated more with Big Time Rush, but I didn't also mind the Jonas Brothers because I saw Camp Rock with my sisters.
I ain't gonna lie, Big Time Rush has some hot. Big Time Rush has some hot chicks on them.
But if we're talking about multiple hits, I'd say the Jonas Brothers. But Big Time Rush, like personality wise, I resonated more with them.
That's really one of the biggest. That was really one of the biggest reasons, even as a kid, why I like watching Disney Channel at the time, because you had like hot girls on it. You had like Demi Lovato when she went crazy.
Oh my
god!
They
basically, you know how they copy and pasted the Factory for Pop Stars since Lizzie McGuire. Without Lizzie and fucking Hilary Duff, there's no fucking Hannah Montana, because she was practically the prototype to Hannah Montana, which Hannah Montana is Selena Gomez and fucking Demi Lovato, and that's how. That's what I put up. Yeah, and also there was also Raven too. Forgot her before she went off.
Oh yeah.
What happened to Raven?
Man, I'm telling y'all,
Raven
man.
Simone, all there is like drama for her anytime we bring up her stupid career.
Dude, like 2010, man, 2010 was an underrated year. When you look at that, like that. Honestly,
hell, even with the fucking what was it? Let Us Shine, fucking Lemonade Mouth, the underrated classics I enjoyed as one of the early 2010 Disney. That's how I had developed a crush on both characters on the fucking movies, and also developed another crush.
Oh,
I
forgot don't remind me. Don't remind me. Oh my goodness, you're gonna make me feel old. Oh god.
Yeah. Basically.
Hey, the Diary from Wimpy Kid movies. I love them.
Oh, I remember that too.
The trilogy, man, those movies. I watched that movie.
Original.
I watched the second one, Roger Rules, like a couple months ago. Dude, that movie is so late 2000s, early 2010s.
Yeah, because the boy band, the rock band trope with Roderick.
Now everybody wants to do a video game movie now, so that's what you're saying. Like,
or wants to be a SoundCloud rapper now.
Just go, like, man. Even if you take away like even if you take away Roger with the emo stuff, man, it's a time capsule of that time period. With them.
Yeah, they were literally on camera drinking They was getting lit drinking Pepsis without even know alcohol. They was getting lit. In the
hey, the PSP.
Junk food PSP, was spent back in the day.
Hey, remember, because like they had the PSP, because in that movie they had like the PSP, the 360. They had one of those TikTok songs like that. The chick Keisha. It's so much. It's like a product of its time. It hurts so much.
Yeah.
Young Money.
Wait, is it Fight Night?
Yeah, I mean, Spongy. Knowing like, and look, I'm not trying to single out your generation. I'm just saying that like this is the direction Hollywood is going. You've been witnessing a lot. We've been witnessing a lot of like video game. I mean, we can do the remakes and reboots, but like now you're seeing like Five Nights at Freddy's.
They're cooked.
Five Nights at Freddy's, Minecraft. The movie sucked, but was generally successful.
You want to know why? You know what? You want to know why they're cooked? Because AI is about to take over now. These gaming developers can't, pocket anymore.
Hey, the early 2010s was like the last. The early 2010s was the last like rate of time for Hollywood.
Luis Gill or whatever he's facing live batters, so he'll be back soon.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know. Thank God.
What really happiness is that because the early 2010s, like in my opinion, especially the earlier portions of it, it's like the last rate of time for Hollywood. Once you get to like when the MCU really blew up around 2012, that's really when things started to go downhill. Because
it also went down when the Sony leaks that happened, in the early 2010s when everything got leaked out.
Like Project S in like 2012, in a way, it was like a swan song to like that coming of age. Even since
sorry.
That you had in the 80s,
MCU is so cooked, by the way. The MCU is so cooked, bro. Who's relevant now on the MCU, bro? That Ironheart movie that Ironheart series is going to be cooked. No one's going to be. Nobody.
You know what's sad about it? The Thunderbirds was actually pretty decent. Dude, the Thunderbirds were pretty decent, but nobody's going to care because of how it felt.
Spongy, have you ever seen any of the recent MCU films, or you stopped at a certain point?
No, I've never watched them.
You never? Oh, so you're not really a Marvel MCU fan like that?
Nope.
I never cared about the MCU. I always preferred the cartoons, especially like because the Marvel cartoons in the late 2000s, early 2010s was actually really good. Spectacular.
I was watching the Spider-Man ones, and I was watching the Batman, I think.
Man, I grew up when Superhero Squad was airing. Man,
no.
Reruns of What's New Scooby-Doo.
Wolverine and the S-Men, Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Spectacular.
I was also watching the Power Rangers. I was watching Power Rangers more than that shit in the early 2010s, and late 2000s. I was watching my favorite series from that. Yeah.
Del Hero up.
With the fucking Jungle Fury Overdrive, I think it was the fucking Samurai as well. That was also another one I decently enjoyed.
I liked Power Rangers SPD because of police brutality.
SPD emergency. Yeah, that's how I'm showing my age.
So you can arrest Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh no! Don't tell me about that. They fucking butchered the fuck out of that movie.
That film was bro. Stop redoing these films and ruining the source material, bro.
First off, where is Gantu? Two,
There's not enough Mortal 3. Why did you change Jumbo's accent to an American accent instead of German or Russian?
Go.
You didn't give him that Russian or German accent.
Oh yeah, that was.
They butchered the whole meaning of the first movie. They literally made Nani more selfish. Like, she looks good, don't get me wrong, but like fucking the meaning, like the way the script writer could have been a lot better. That's my 5 complaints about the movie. It could have been a lot better, but you know how they butchered it.
They have no natural Hawaiians in Hawaii. That's the whole joke with the guy with the tan lines.
They
Like, that's
butchered
the whole
it so
point.
bad, and it had potential. Like
Hawaii is like California in its final form.
So everything overpriced, and I'll stop.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's always been overpriced, but like, what, more culturally?
more
Sell
BBLs. Everybody's even the sister's undesirable. The only thing they got right was Stitch.
Yeah, that's of course, but they could have gave better dialogue. I mean, he really says a lot, but not. But like, I'm talking about the overall story arc. Yeah.
Oh man, they need to be cooked. What's even big on films now, man? Hollywood.
First up, yeah, that was my biggest gripe though, not having Gintu and making Jumbo the fucking villain when he had a redemption arc in the first movie.
Why was Bubbles? First of all, Bubbles looks like fucking Don Cheadle. He doesn't look like a.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a fucking
He gotta look like Omos. He gotta look like Bobby Lashley with alopecia.
I was about to say Bobby Lashley. Yep, he gotta look like Bobby Lashley. He was that big and intimidating. Should have had him too, Bobby Lashley. It would have been more better.
You know who would have been the perfect director for this?
I mean, the director was the. I mean, the director
regular
one that plays. No, the director is literally the guy that plays Stitch himself. He's the whole everything. Yeah. So that's why.
You know, hey, I've been thinking about getting a Wii though.
A Wii?
Nintendo Wii?
Yeah, it's in the web.
Damn. Unk.
Damn.
Damn, that's some nonsense right there.
That is one of the greatest Nintendo consoles I've ever played with.
Yeah, I also played a 3DS with my like Mario Kart growing up, but that was also broken. Yeah.
I haven't had a physical Wii since I was a kid, so it should be like good nostalgia for me.
That's nice, man. Oh, also the How to Train Your Dragon film is doing pretty decent, but I'm not watching it.
Wait,
I'm not gonna call it bad.
Wait, there's another
live action.
I know the one from like 2010, but
they have 3.
Yeah, no, live action now. Bryce Harper is a sponsor or whatever.
Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper. He's in the commercial.
We couldn't get Shohei.
No Shohei.
Man,
Bryce Harper
but it's dragons. I'm getting canceled.
Oh my!
I'm getting canceled. I'm losing my job. But yeah, I hope the How to Train Your Dragon, because I grew up with all 3 films, so I hope it does well. What's the alien one that Disney made that's gonna flop? Elio.
Oh wow!
What is that?
Movie?
That's gonna flop.
What bootleg Lilo and Stitch ripoff they're gonna do besides the
and then they had something called Materialists with the same guy who's playing Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, have you seen the new Phineas Ferb reboot?
Oh no, not yet.
Oh, they're desperate. Yeah, I heard about they're bringing it back.
I might do a reaction in the channel.
To me,
Phineas
and Ferb people with the first movie.
Karate Kid.
Yeah.
I forgot Karate Kid Legends came out. That had Jackie Chan. Did it flop?
Yeah.
It flopped?
I thought you were talking about the one with Jaden Smith.
Oh
no,
no,
they didn't have
that was good. That was good.
I actually enjoyed it. Yeah.
It was actually underrated.
I knew a friend in elementary that had the movie on PSP.
They have Sadie Stanley in this. They have do they have anybody from the old cast except William Zabka?
Mm-hmm.
So do they have anybody from the Cobra Kai cast coming in? Nobody from the Cobra Kai cast? Shoddy Renee Wilson's in this. What?
Oh yeah.
Where's anybody from Cobra
Speaking
Kai?
of martial arts, I'm pissed with the way they're going about fucking Mortal Kombat. They're gone downhill with this shit since the last few many timeline reboots. It's hard for me to keep up, and it's sad because I like Mortal Kombat, but now it's hard for me to keep up. It's sad. It's hard for me.
We'll put Goku, SpongeBob, Peter Griffin, Jesus
In
Christ.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat's trying to be Fortnite, and they forgot they're a fighting game. Then nobody cares, and there's already like
Remember
a
in
final edition of it.
Remember in the fucking PlayStation 2 era, they killed off Liu Kang. They had the balls to kill off one of their main characters. Yeah, me neither.
The GOAT era, PS2 era is the GOAT.
Yeah, Deadly Alliance,
Deadly Alliance.
Deception, Shaolin
Is that-
Monks, and fucking Armageddon. That was goated.
And this
And
this comes
gory.
from somebody who grew up with the 7th gen, but even then the 6th gen is the GOAT.
Yeah, you see the gore, the fatalities were even more gorier. Like the music and everything, like it fit the 2000s aesthetic of gore and angst. So yeah,
Mortal Kombat
Hey, you
gotta
wanna
be the
know what
most
I'm
mid
watching
fighting
right
game.
now?
To me,
What's
like gaming
watching,
went downhill. Gaming went downhill and when the A gen came out, it's like 2014.
yeah. After
Watch it,
PS4, I think in my opinion, it definitely went downhill.
I'm watching women's football.
You
Sir?
mean American
LFL?
or communist?
LFL?
Women WNFC.
Oh, I thought it was LFL because Lingerie Football League. No, I remember that it was a thing.
Oh, that too. I would have
Lingerie
watched
football.
that, but
Wait, is it WNFC?
yeah.
There's actually women's football now. Damn,
Like
I thought it was like tackling?
domestic-
not too
Yeah, it's
like
tackling.
actual tackling. Damn.
There's tackle. There's injuries.
Oh my God,
Oh.
she queefed. She queefed on the field. Automatic
Oh, no,
first
she's-
down.
Oh, first down, cramping, your penalty, replay.
And I'm being honest,
Automatic
I
first
feel
down
like
misogyny.
I feel like some of them
Cramping.
are men, but
Oh wow! So basically, the WNBA. Damn.
yeah. And all the linemen have like
So did Johnny Manziel transition so he can finally get a starting job?
probably.
Because he couldn't even let it. Was he even in the UFL?
So basically, Bustin might dress us up as a trainee to get a starting job over there now.
Oh my God.
You know what? And Michael would watch it.
For busting as a trainee. Wow.
So when they're gonna do the Philly special, Spongy?
You mean the tush push?
First
I mean,
off, they
I'm
wouldn't be.
gonna call it-
They technically wouldn't be touching the push, but they would be pushing something else, forward since it's a woman now instead
Well,
of
no,
touching
Spongy.
a
For
tush.
PC terms, we call it the Joy Taylor now.
Oh
The
yeah.
Joy Taylor.
yeah. Or the
The
Malika
Joy Taylor
Andrews.
move.
Or the Malika
Oh, that
Andrews.
lady
Malika
hit
Andrews.
hard.
That's
Malika
wild.
Andrews actually is a decent enough reporter. She shuts the fuck up sometimes. Not all the time, but she actually has cool things to say. I just wish, because I feel like it's certain people up front in the front office in ESPN giving her sometimes these dumbass questions. I feel like she's
hot as
actually a
fuck.
decent enough reporter.
Hey, she's hot.
She's
She's
pretty.
She's hot ass light skin. I'll give her that.
That peanut butter complexion with I'm sorry. Hold on. I went full James Wilfork on that. I went full James Wilfork on that. Oh, 10-6 Cubs. Mariners suck. Oh God. I mean, they're not bad. They're 4 games. They're like only 2 games above 500. Twins are getting destroyed by the Brewers that are probably going to underperform in the wild card again.
Are we sure half these people are women?
Oh no.
Hmm.
Spongy just saw one hit stick and it's like, are you sure?
No, I'm talking about the looks of the people.
You have an image?
No, I'm talking about the people on the sideline, like the bench players. They look like they're.
Where are you watching this? TV or this is streamed on YouTube?
This is on cable.
They have the money for that?
I guess it's being played like in the Cowboys facility. It looks like their practice facility, but it.
Not Jerry Jones thinking he can get off on this. He's just confused.
It's the practice facility, but it has like Cowboys like logos in the end zone.
Michael and his LeBron hatred still.
Damian Jimenez got released by the Kansas City.
LaDiddy James. LaDiddy James. Lil Puffy James, folks.
Rick
Lil Diddy
James.
The
Bitch.
Puffy James.
Wow.
La Puffy James. Any thoughts on LeBron James not going to retire, but he's going to retirement crusade?
LeBron Combs.
Supposedly, LeBron still has another 10 to 15 years. The running back is 5'7", 218 pounds.
218 pounds for a woman?
He needs to retire.
Yeah.
He's never going to catch Jordan.
What is she built like? What the fuck is this?
Probably built like
Probably built
Big
like
Bertha
Ezekiel
from,
Elliott after
Austin.
his 5th season.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I'm joking.
Or built like
joking.
or she built like
God.
Debo, basically current Debo on his Eddie
Spongy, I
Lacy
swear
diet.
that's bullying. Spongy, I swear that's
Oh,
bullying.
did you see
man.
Debo Samuel now recently? He's
What
on his
happened?
fucking Eddie Lacy diet. Now he's a Popeye's biscuit away from a tight end position.
What the fuck is he doing? No, let me see.
Look at his workout, how slow he was running his routes with Debo Samuel.
Is that why I'm getting Terry McLaurin? Am I getting Terry McLaurin feeds because he doesn't want to deal with another fat receiver? I asked for Debo Samuel's the gadget receiver, not Zach Ertz after a bulking.
Whoa!
This fat son of a bitch. He's fat.
He's fat. You got me, Kevin Owens.
First off, how much is this man weighing now? Let me check Kevin Owens now. How much is he?
I'm checking out the feed. Hold on, YTC. I'm checking out the feeds.
Oh, he's 260. He's the same weight as me. No wonder. Oh wow,
nah.
we're same weight as me. Yeah, 265. Yeah.
This is unnecessary fat shaming. Oh my god.
But I'm currently losing the weight now. I started from 2 through 17.
What?
So
Debo's 265?
265 for
no.
a receiver?
Kevin Owens wrestler. No, the wrestler.
Dude,
That's Alabama linebacker. That's
women,
Alabama corner. My fault. That's Alabama.
These women are getting injured on every play.
How tall is Kevin Owens though? Let me check.
He's like 5'10", 5'11".
Oh, he's 6 foot. He's an inch higher, taller than me. So now I see why. We're built the same, but he's more muscular.
Doesn't
Yeah,
mean he has to put a Popeye's biscuit.
Okay, so we are the same build, but I am losing weight though by comparison though. I started at 317, so.
It's funny, in this league, instead of them having iPads, it's just phones.
Damn.
They're checking their only
Sammy's
after. Like,
Sammy's name 6'1", 212. Damn.
It's the coach's phones.
Yeah, Sami Zayn's 212. I thought he was more skinnier than that, but I see why he's skinny fat. Sami Zayn.
I prefer getting a tablet. I prefer getting a tablet.
What about CM Punk though? Let me check his weight now because he's skinny. You already know he's notoriously skinny fat. Oh, 218, 6'1".
Spongy, stop shaming. Chill.
Oh wow, 218 with 6'1". That's why he's taller by 2 inches.
A lot of it's the haircuts.
Seth Rollins 225, and it's got to be body recomposition. There's no way CM Punk is 7 pounds apparently lighter than Seth Rollins, and Seth's more built than him. It's got to be body recomposition. Ain't no way.
Dang, these quarterbacks can throw better than Justin Fields. Holy cow.
Okay. Me personally, Spongy can throw better than Justin Fields. That's cool.
Yeah, that's why. No wonder.
Why am I getting this much fat shaming? This is like Big Sean level hating for fucking Debo Samuel. Guess the player. USC drafted to the Jets. Currently a Seahawk. Jamal Adams? No, yeah. That's Jamal Adams, right?
Jamal's on the Jets, I think.
He was drafted to the Jets, I remember, as a strong safety.
Yeah.
No, I was and then he became a Seahawk. I remember.
I gotta record.
Because they're trying to make a Cam Chancellor replacement out of him.
I gotta record a video real quick and send it to the group chat. I will be right back. I gotta leave and come back.
Alabama, Falcon, and he is a Titan now. Alabama, Falcon, the Titan.
Oh, that's why.
I was about to say Tony Pollard, but he didn't play for Alabama.
No, it makes sense, yeah. Body recomposition. I'm the same weight and height as Kevin Owens, and I just have to drop 60 more to look like Sami Zayn. Goddamn.
Why did you pick up another biscuit? You're trying to be like Keith Lee, but you can do a flip?
Hell no. I can't
Fast,
even
Mike Gluttony.
For he is high and limited. Who is he? Who's that glutton I see? The rhetorical question, but
He's
I'm
in
not
catering.
Keith.
Reach him gets more screen time than me. It's Keith Lee.
Keith. Yeah, and I ain't playing around. Put down that pastrami sandwich before I put you on the ground. Stop catering.
A WWE fan literally dressed up his baby like CM Punk.
Damn, so basically I want him to be skinny fat? Damn.
Me personally. Trade for Luca.
How big is... I know Luca's tall, that's why he's built like a Twinkie now.
Luca is literally like 6'8" at the guard position, and he always be like bulking up as soon as the season starts.
Yeah, where is this man? How big is he now? Like his weight?
Pat Connaughton guard.
Bullshit, he's 230. Bullshit.
That's bullshit.
He's probably like 250 now after bulking.
He gets skinny in the summer. That's how it works for him.
Yeah, and the way he bulks up. Nikola Jokic and LeBron are apparently 250 and 284, but that's because they're tall, so no wonder.
Yeah, but Nikola Jokic is like a few inches taller than LeBron. He's like 6'11".
Anthony Edwards, goddamn, he's 225 at 6'4". Goddamn, that's lean.
I mean, yeah, he has to muscle up. Pause.
Even
Pat Connaughton's exercising his contract to go $9.4 million for his player option. So he's taking a pay cut.
No, but realistically, I'm trying to get to 200 to 180. I might drop even close to 180 so I can put back that 20 pounds of muscle. Get to 200, 210 with muscle. Get that body recomposition.
You still hooping?
Yeah. I was hooping earlier. I hooped for a whole hour in that sweltering sun.
I'm trying to find some competition. So whatever available, if ever, you're trying to run the ones.
Are y'all a little close to each other?
No, not really. He's over in Jersey. I'm upstate. I'm around Long Island, New York. So around like Valley Stream.
I'm Oklahoma City, so that's too far.
God. So how's it feel being a Supersonics fan?
I'm a Thunder fan, not a Sonics fan. I see them as two separate entities.
That's a slave name. You know what your name was. You know what you were. I'm joking. We were called the Knickerbockers.
Yeah. When was the last time anybody's ever said like the full name?
What? Yankees used to be called the White Sox. I think we used to be called the Stocking.
Did YTC leave?
Spongy had to leave because he said he wanted to record a video, then upload it.
Oh, where did YTC go?
Oh yeah,
there he is.
All right, I'm back. Keith Lee's gluttony took over my screen.
Jey Uso is also. So they're already promoting SummerSlam, and that's literally coming next.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking about voting in this whole Kids' Choice Awards thing. I'm thinking about doing.
They're still doing it.
Why does Nickelodeon still do that? By the way, I was about to ask that as soon as we came in on that.
I haven't watched one in years, but
Tyler is in there. It's like, is this just a PR stunt? What? Sorry, hold on, Spongy, my fault.
All right, I'm back. Did you perhaps see that, YTC? Did you see what I said?
Why you gotta make it sound like that? I understand you probably said something that he knows, but why you gotta make it sound like that, Spongy? Give me 2 seconds. Let me use the restroom. Oh. I muted Spongy by accident.
Whoa! You see that? See that, YTC?
See what?
I sent a video
on the Discord.
No, not on Discord.
Oh, that's the female league.
Yep.
The fake estrogen.
They're in
league?
Jerry's. So they're basically in Jerry State.
Oh God.
Of course, it's Jerry Jones. Plot twist, they're cheerleaders.
So Kids' Choice Awards, win your year's show. So
I'm looking at one.
I'm
looking at one from like 2011.
Damn.
The Washington Prodigy. Oh, good throw there. Not bad. Actually, she's already better than Bustin.
You're looking at one from 2011, like Noble Monk and
YTC scouting for the Giants.
Anna Kendrick is still alive?
Nah, I'm scouting for a kicker because apparently we don't remember our kickers.
Keenan and Kel. First of all, Keenan and Kel is like looking at night and day if they were in bigger margins.
Wow, there's more.
Wait, are you looking at the 90s? Are you looking at the 90s one?
This was no. This is the current day. The current day. Keenan and Kel.
Keenan and Kel. Like, what's Keenan's watching Keenan and Kel?
I only remember that because of Good Burger. That's how I first saw them.
I only know Miles Morales because Shamik Moore was doing some dumb shit last year when he was trying to get with Josh Allen's fiance.
Haley Steinfeld.
And he was like, "Hey, if Zendaya can get
Josh
with,
Allen's a lucky bastard.
If Zendaya can get with his coworker, how come we can't? Because I am married to an NFL player. You're competing with an NFL player.
Well, fuck it. I'd rather prefer that fucking celebrity marriage than fucking the Swifties and fucking Travis Kelce.
It's like
with Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld.
Shamik Moore is like trying to compete with LeBron James to get his wife. Like, be here for real, bro. I'll trade you.
I think this game is being played in the Cowboys practice facility.
That's where we're doing the World Cup.
The World Cup's in the practice facility?
No. The Women's World Cup is in the practice facility.
So they have to put the women's in the smaller stadium. Okay,
yes.
Yeah, we get it.
Canceled, I'm sorry. At least our women's national team actually wins something, Pulisic. You're supposed to be our LeBron James. Our LeBron James of soccer.
Remember that AAA Game On movie? I forgot what it was. That Keenan was in. Don't remember that fucking movie.
Oh God.
That's how old I am.
Damn, these women.
I ain't gonna lie, I love watching those old 90s. Like, speaking of, like,
dude, Jerry Jones might have to.
No, it's AAA.
Scouting. These women, Jerry might have to be scouting for his defensive line. Some of these women are bigger than his.
No, there you go. Mike, yeah, the second movie, not the one with Bow Wow. The second movie.
Spongy, you're gonna get canceled. Stop being right.
Yeah, it was the second one actually.
That is not.
I found it.
They call that pass interference.
Personal foul.
Like Mike 2's triple. There you go.
Personal foul. You should smile more. Automatic first down.
Hey, I was gonna say though. Speaking of Kid and Kill, I love watching those like 90s game shows reruns when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did a rerun of Figuring It Out. Fucking they brought back in the early 2010s. I remember with the slime thing.
Do y'all remember Brain Surge?
Oh yeah, I remember Brain Surge.
Oh my god, I remember Figure It Out.
I don't understand why Nickelodeon hates that show. Nickelodeon forced me to hate that show.
I remember the game shows from Hasbro. I think they were doing a game show on like one of those gaming channels. I forgot. Gaming networks. Forgot.
Well, it was. Are you talking about the Hub? The Hub was a kids channel.
Yeah, the Hub. There you go. Yeah, the Hub. There it is. That's what it was. The Hub.
And folks, when they mean the Hub, they mean the game show,
not the actual. Yeah.
You perverts. Be adults.
Yeah, that was the game show. I remember that. I used to watch that too with fucking Yahtzee. Sorry. Fucking Connect 4, like the human size Connect 4.
I was Spongy. I'm trying to look it up. What's one of the team names so I can look it up?
Washington Prodigy.
The Washington Prodigy. Oh wow.
That's not really a pro team name.
Yeah, I know.
The Dallas Spartans. Oh, stop.
The Dallas Spartans.
The Texas Elite Spartans.
Elite Spartans.
Man, get these jobber names out of mine.
Texas Elite Spartan. Let me look it up.
Texas Elite Spartan? That doesn't even sound right.
Is what league they're part of? I got to look up the team so I can pick up the also.
This is some NFC. Sponge, you know what that sounds like when Madden gives you the auto-generated relocation teams for your franchise mode.
Oh, there's actually a game. Look, there's also a game that might release. This is
hey, YTC. I was gonna say though.
No.
Hey, YTC. Speaking of Brain Rush, hey, I don't know why, but Nickelodeon really hates that show. Like they have ever since it ended, they haven't put it on streaming or haven't sold it on DVD. They
All right, so we got
Damn.
the teams
So
right
no
now.
royalty?
Atlanta.
They won't even give him royalty checks for DVD. Nah.
That's wild.
yeah,
Anyways,
Nickelodeon. Yeah, well, some
Yep.
channels is like that, like Disney Channel. Now, this before all of our times, but if you talk to like millennials, there used to be like two shows back in shows in the late '90s. So basically, before like Lizzie McGuire, so like Jet Jackson, and New Jersey, and stuff like that. Disney Channel won't play those shows. They have never like when I was growing up.
And these rat, there's only one women rat. It's weird. You thought it'd be all women.
That's
They
crazy.
have more
But yeah,
teams. They have more teams than
look
the
at this shit.
UFL.
The Atlanta Truth, Chicago Winds, the Denver Bandits, the
That's
fucking
not
Florida
bad.
Avengers,
Wait, Denver
the Houston
Bandits. That doesn't
Mamba.
even sound right.
the
Y'all talking
Houston
baseball?
Mambas.
Y'all talking baseball?
we're-
No, these are
No.
football teams. Florida
These
Avengers.
are football teams. These are apparently women's football teams, like actual football.
Kansas City
Wait.
Glory is not a bad name.
The Jersey
Do they
Shore
got
Wave.
Wait, a Jersey.
Yeah, they got a
what?
Jersey team.
Las
Do they
Vegas will
got-
never be a sports market team.
Well, it looks like I
Sorry.
found my team. Well, it looks
They
like I
got-
found my team
They
then.
have a.
Was it? They have a New York team in ITC?
No, it's Jersey. Close enough. Patterson. They playing so close enough. They're north from where I'm at.
They don't have a Philly one or a New York one.
No, they only have the Jersey team. They don't have a Philly or New York one.
So we can be a team together, Spongy. We can be a team.
The
supporting
Patterson-
the same cause.
The Jersey Shore Wave, and the team's located in
Why
Patterson
you-
up north.
Wait, Spongy. What's with you Philly fans on always trying to segregate? What's good with y'all?
Because
We were
basically,
We were with the Steelers, the Steagles.
The Steagles
That
is
is
crazy.
a man, brother. That is a man.
anyways, the Kansas City, the Las Vegas Silver Stars, the Los
Jesus.
Angeles Legends, the Mississippi Panthers. That sounds like a USFL team.
Mississippi
That's-
Queens should have been used. I would have paid for the copyright just for that name.
The Oregon Ravens. The Oregon Ravens. The Oregon Ravens. You know how out of place that sounds. The Oregon Ravens.
Ew. That sounds
The
like
San
a high
Diego-
school
Oh
team.
no, she pulled her hair. 15-yard penalty.
The San Diego Rebellion.
Pulling your weave, automatic first down on the goal line.
I just saw one of the
Defamation.
I just saw one of the big defensive linemen fall straight on her face.
Big Bertha. Damn.
Yeah, it was. Big.
LaQuisha, you
Anyways,
can't be doing that.
Look. Anyways, Seattle
Automatic first
Majestics. The Tennessee Trojans. What the fuck? What? So basically, they're advocating for incest protection
Oh,
against
no.
incest with the Trojans.
YTC.
Tennessee Trojans. Damn.
Down, 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 down,
The Southern incest. Anyway,
So some of these are like rip off high school logos.
Yeah.
These are
the
straight
Texas
from
Elite
ChatGPT.
Spartans.
These are
The Utah Falcons with the Z for a team in Utah.
Fuck
the
it, I got
Utah
ChatGPT right here. I can make a football. Anybody got a
And
name?
the Washington Prodigy.
I'll mute myself and create the logo if you guys give me a name of a created logo you want.
No, I'll stop. I was gonna say, can we ship them off to Siberia to play for the Siberian snow leopards? No, stop.
Hey, I got a question for y'all. Especially you DST. Do y'all have y'all used the Internet Archive?
A bit.
Yeah, I
use it
tried.
for some old content creators or some old websites.
Because I'd be trying
Old deleted videos for deleted videos.
Oldcartoonnetwork.com where I saw like I remember my gym partner is a monkey had a soccer game that I played back when I was a kid. That shit was tough.
I've been wanting to find those games. I've been wanting to find those games because I kind of wanted to play like Fusion Fall.
Hey,
Oh,
can we convert one of these teams into the NFL and get rid of the Panthers or the Jets?
Oh god.
Can we do that?
I'd rather we can replace the Panthers with the Mississippi Panthers. And we can replace the New York Jets with the Las Vegas Silver Stars. Why they keep trying to make Vegas into a sports market? There's no population there. It's just Dubai for the United States to money launder for gambling reasons.
Dude, the fact that ESPN is actually like streaming this is insane.
ESPN
Yeah.
streams women's sports. Sorry, I'm joking, guys.
People still watch
Yeah, I
ESPN.
know.
People still watch ESPN.
For the NBA Finals.
Well, the NBA Finals is on ABC. It's on free TV.
They have a connection, so you can joint stream it over on the ESPN.com. That's how I was able to watch the NBA Finals last year.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Wait, they have it on ESPN. I'm gonna check it out. Give me a second.
So
They're just promoting.
Oh yeah,
these refs are actually good.
So the NBA is going back to NBC next season.
Dude, can we bring these refs into the actual NFL?
Are they half blind?
No, they're actually doing.
Then no, Spongy. They have to be disabled, blind, or deaf, or you want to be a ref.
Well,
I'm blind. I'm deaf. I want to be a ref. I'm blind. I'm deaf.
No, can we bring some of these guys into the NBA? I feel like, ooh, she big and she just completely dominated through that.
James Wilfork will never say anything bad about a woman because in the sport because he'll confuse them as JJ Watt. Look at that peanut butter complexion of. Is that a dude? No. Oh God.
Are you looking at the rosters?
Oh God. I look at the profile picture of one. I just stopped.
Yeah, I know. Go look at the running back for.
I'm gonna look at one of the teams right here. So the Chicago Winds.
Look up. Oh, damn, she big.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, when I get my computer, when I get my MacBook or something, yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out.
This is my first time seeing one of the kickers attempt to PK. Oh my brother, that was brutal.
Did they just screenshot the roster sheet to me? I can't even look at their profile. They just give me their position and their jersey number.
Dude, I just saw one of the attempts at a PAT.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Maher would have done better.
Me personally. Sweet home Alabama.
These girls have no kicking power. What?
So Kevin Durant is still not a trade target. Deal with it.
That is a man, dude. Look at number 6 on the Texas Elite Spartans real quick. Somebody look at number 6 on Texas Elite.
Why she looks like Jackson Mahomes, but if there was no allegations.
Please look at number 6 on Texas Elite.
Oh,
just real quick for me.
I'm trying to watch the game. I can't find a way. Nobody cares that much to even illegally watch it.
Just look at number 6 on Texas Elite real quick.
I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
No, you can look her up on the roster or something.
They even have a highlight of this. This Jersey Shore Wave versus the Chicago Wind in some local high school. And they get... Bro, my Jey Uso video got more views than their highlights. Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Yo. YTC's WrestleMania stream got more views than them.
Oh, my God.
Who got more views? Wait, what happened?
Than their highlights.
Their highlight vid? Which highlight vid got more views?
Jersey Shore, your WrestleMania stream got more views than their Jersey Shore Wave Chicago Wind highlight.
Wow, let me check right now.
YTC, can you look at the number 6 on Texas Elite real quick and tell me?
What the fuck?
No, just look at number 6.
Okay.
Number 6. And tell me
All
that
right,
is not a man.
Here's a field goal, and it's good.
Oh, no, that's a hermaphrodite. No,
Oh, no. Oh, that's Raquel Rodriguez. Holy shit.
Oh, damn.
Got the broad shoulders and everything. You got me. Everybody's trying to be China. They're all
So basically,
China.
you're basically saying Braun Strowman likes to get pegged by Raquel.
Okay, all right, YTC. I'm not trying to lose my job here. So it's okay. Jersey Shore is playing well. Red zone play again. You know what this place? They play football like NFL. I know you guys probably never played it before. All-Star Football 2K8.
No, I didn't know that game.
That was like a game where they didn't have the NFL rights, but they had a cool physics engine that it resonated. So realistic football simulation. You guys got to pick it up. I have it on the 360.
It's and it puts EA to shame, which is crazy.
They had John Elway, Joe Montana, Emmett Smith.
Yeah, the old classics. The old players.
You can customize your own team. You can mod it, but it's very good, very good.
I'd pay for someone to mod it with NFL rate teams, like to get the current rosters to see how it works.
Backbreaker as well. Somebody modded it to get the XFL teams or the UFL teams or the USFL teams. It was very modded because it has like a realistic engine. I wish there was more.
Inclusive.
I wish it was more I wish we had more. I hope NFL gives the rights because I know like NFL Madden, EA Play or is going over a rights issue with NFL copyrights, but they're not giving exclusivity only to EA Sports. So that could be a time for more devs. We might see 2K, but probably not 2K on it.
Well, something. Please, something just to drive competition.
Because I played franchise mode. Because I got EA Play on my Ultimate Game Pass, so I can play certain games. I can play certain EA games that came out, like NHL or Madden. And let me tell you, you can make your Ultimate Team good in just under a month, and you don't need to pay money for it. I literally have a bunch of 99 overalls now without even trying, and fucking franchise mode is so whack. Why do we have a custom jersey system in just 25 years now? This is insane. John Cena turned heel before this. Fuck GTA 6. John Cena turned heel before this.
Did Michael respond to what I sent yet?
What did you even send, Spongy? What did you even send?
I sent a video. I sent a video saying this quarterback can throw better than Justina Fields.
Oh damn!
Why would he still be glazing? He's on the Jets now.
No,
it's Michael CTE.
He said he's only streaming Bears and Jets games
because he wants to see his Novio.
Look, my daddy, Justin Fields, will be better than Kirk Cousins.
He made a bet with Get On Kid that they'll make the Steelers, that the Jets will make the playoffs under him.
Big Kirk will be dripping, but he ain't sipping like Justin Fields when he wins league MVP.
No, don't put that in my brain.
All these girls be watching. I'm so icy. I say.
Oh my gosh! And I forgot about that one Justin Bieber song that you brought up. Earlier.
Unless Logan Carroll.
Yummy, 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 yummy. I swear, some Justin Bieber songs need to die. Some of them, when he was like in his early 20s, I could live without.
You talking about teenage Justin Bieber?
Young adult Justin Bieber was like the most hated Justin Bieber. Young adult Justin Bieber.
I don't know about that.
I like some of
when he was dating Selena Gomez, when he was doing collabs with Tyga and them and Chris Brown, I wanted to kill this dude.
Hey, he was more annoying when he was a teen with the emo cut. Or the Bieber cut, whatever you want to call it.
I kind of agree with that. Oh, shout out to these guys. Old School Wrestling Review, OSW. They're going over the 2005 Rumble because they're going over John Cena's first WWE title reign.
Damn, he's old.
Yep.
Yeah, he's old. Batista deserved to win the Rumble. What do you say, Spongy?
I said, and so are you.
Two Lombardis and you're giving it the big one. I don't need this.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't need this abuse.
You
respect your elders, Spongy. Respect your elders, Spongy.
How many Lombardis have you seen your team win?
I've seen them watch one.
Yeah, you've seen them watch one.
Joe Flacco didn't deserve it.
No,
you know what? Ravens can steal.
How many times have you?
Away.
YTC, how many times have you seen your team win a Lombardi?
2.
That's
Two.
why we framed Ray Rice. We
Yes, I
framed
see.
Ray.
Are you sure you've seen 2?
Why? For the Giants, I'm talking about 07 and 2011.
So, yeah, Spongy, like you forgot that they won one like 2000. No, it was 2012. 2012 Super
I
Bowl.
forgot.
22. Oh, wait.
I
2012
forget.
Super Bowl and 2007 Super Bowl.
I forget a lot because they're kind of irrelevant. But
Okay. Not when you play for the biggest market in the world.
I mean, to be fair, it's YTC. Dallas is also a big market, but they traded away Luka, and Dallas Cowboys haven't been good since Romo, Dak Prescott's rookie season.
Mm-hmm.
Dak, Zeke, Amari Cooper, we gonna win the Super Bowl. We got Dak. Now we got Dak. We got C.D. Lamb, and we got George Pickens. We're gonna commit some crimes. I mean, okay, that's not what I meant. Hold on, my fault.
Guess we outside. How about that? Get me outside.
Yo, that girl, I remember when she started her OnlyFans, bro. People were waiting for her to turn 18 so they felt no judgment. That is weird.
Wait, who is that?
Bad Baby. Remember
Oh,
Catch Me Outside, girl?
God.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was so weird.
She started one early?
She started when around like 17 years old, and she was like the first like millionaire revenue in OnlyFans. I remember because that was happening when I was in college, and she was performing when I was in college at school. My classmates told me about it, but I was commuting from home, so I don't really hang out in like the campus that much. But she was performing. We rejected Wale's performance for this. I don't remember one song that girl had.
Who, Bad Baby?
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, people only wanted her there because.
Whoa. Spongy trying to be like an OG Eagles fan. Back in my day, we had slurs for teams we didn't like. You know what? We still do. It's called a Cowboys fan. You know what we used to call Cowboys fan? Nerd.
Idiots.
No.
I swear Luke Gallows was going to say it, YTC. You can't change my mind. I swear he was going to say it. He was going to. On slot, he was going to say it.
On everything.
Nerd. Are you sure that was what you're going to say? Yeah, I was going to say nerd. What's wrong with that saying that? Are you sure? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Biscuits and gravy made me a man.
Was he gonna say the term of a Dutch certain phrase?
Term of endearment? No, I was gonna say what Hulk Hogan was about to say in front of his daughter.
Well, you can't let these knickerbockers come around and I'll stop.
Oh, all right. YTC, no one asked you to be a coach. No one asked you to be a network subscriber.
Oh. Also, we won. I saw. Yeah, surprisingly, we got a shutout 9-0.
So, anybody has any like live events they're intending to go to around the summer, like a game or a musical event?
I don't know, really. I'm probably just gonna. I'm having friends over for like SummerSlam, I think, because I saw the ticket. I was gonna go to SummerSlam, but the ticket price, nah.
Dynamic ticket pricing is bugging.
I'll be back in like 5 minutes, guys.
If SmackDown's more cheaper, I'll go there.
Oh, okay, Spongy. Just don't do anything too private. You know what I mean? I gotta keep it PC here. I wanted to go to a Yankees game, And it's like my coworker, it's like because one of my coworkers, her husband is a massive Yankees fan, and I did a favor. He's a cool guy, by the way. He gave me some cement fours. I don't get Jordans that often. I'm not a fan. I like the Y2. I like that the Y2K runner kicks are like in now, because back in the day when it was either skating shoes, it was either basketball, it was either J's, or back when people would wear basketball shoes, or skateboard kicks, like when DC's, Chucks were a thing, Nike SBs. I mean, it still is, but like, I like the regular low profile running shoes. Like New Balance is now big. People are now wearing runners a bit more often.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I got something called Saucony's recently. They fit like a glove, and because I'm active when I go for walks, I mean, when I go for walks anyway, I get my running shoes up. But if I want to go like regular casual, regular pace, these things are so comfortable. Like the overseas brands actually do it more for me than the regular brands like Adidas or Nike. Like Saucony's, I think Asics is from Japan, or somewhere in Asia. New Balance is efficient.
Wow.
Yeah. So if I want to like work out or anything, you guys, it's not always the most popular stuff that's good.
Yeah, I just rely on quality for my money, so that's all I care about. I don't care about branding.
That's why I pay for the BBLs.
Go figure.
Happy birthday to Ray Allen.
Hey, nothing wrong with paying a few bucks to make sure you don't
You need that shock absorption.
No need no. Yeah, that, and also no, you know, doesn't matter if you pay a few bucks to not get in a relationship and not deal with the headaches then after.
Oh,
if
God.
you're just in it for that.
You think I'm in it for the love?
Well, most of these women nowadays, for me, nah.
Back in my day,
when women stop being traditional women anyway, since they want to think they're independent now, and now they want to think they can manage all the shit and don't need it now because they get a few dollars. So yeah,
we are. It is a major societal change. I kind of grew over like changing, blaming, and I'm not saying that people don't have their flaws. Women have certain flaws that like change them being unapproachable. But I think most people just don't know how to approach anymore. That goes for like both sides. Like nobody, like there's a lack of humility when it comes to relationships like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like pointing the finger when it comes to when a relationship doesn't go well. I remember a coworker was like, "The relationship's gonna last 6 months anyway." Whoa, buddy. Whoa. That's a bit much. There's no need to disrespect on connection. But certain people, if they're trying to keep that connection with somebody, something's got to give. But I'm not going to root for a couple's downfall, man. And I certainly ain't gonna hate.
I can care less, with that. It's their timeline. Like, I'm on my own timeline. Yeah. Doing things.
Get on your own timeline. Get your own bitches. Make your own money.
That's just where I'm at, though. Yeah.
I'm sure you'll find. I know there'll be a time when somebody will find a certain someone.
I mean, yeah, it's a big world.
Yeah. That's why we got Rhea Ripley leaks.
I just want to live
Mandy
in a
Rose.
world.
Or Naomi, I'm trying to approach with caution. Know what I mean? I'm trying to. Why hasn't she taken my calls back? YTC, why are you laughing? I'm not playing around.
Oh wow.
Monday Night Raw. They have a Logan Paul punching machine. Oh wait, no, he's using a steel chair. Somebody just poured Henny into a piece of bread. A Fanta onto some AG bread? Is that sacrilegious? Last time there was a Game 7 moment. Kyrie hits the game-winning shot on Steph Curry. Ooh. What else is here? Meta World Peace shot off Kobe Bryant's pass. Oh, yeah. Damn. LeBron James. Wait, no. Was this the rebound from Bosch? To Allen. Burn!
Uncle Ben.
They're showing all the Game 7 moments. Kobe Bryant's kick out to Meta World Peace down the wing to clutch the game winner for the back-to-back titles. Revenge game from the Celtics. LeBron's game winner against the Spurs. Oh, the other Game 7. Oh, they're doing all Game 7. Spurs versus Lakers. Game 7. Oh, God. They're going back to the black and white era. Not in that way. Not in that way. Lakers, Celtics. Jerry West off the poke. McHale. Oh, it's good. I got the Celtics. I'm gonna go with the underdogs here. Pacers might clutch it.
Hang on, that game's on right now?
No, tomorrow night. I might start my vacation early because work is on Sunday night, but I might cancel it. I might call off just because I want to start my vacation early in spite of my manager.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really hate my fucking manager. Kobe Bryant sucks. I swear people... and look, I'm not saying this out of disrespect of Kobe Bryant, by the way. This is just... people really sometimes have the most reversed memory ever. Delayed memory. Feeling like they always liked Kobe Bryant shoes back in the day. Let me tell you, they did not. Kids... I saw Kobe Bryant shoes on Marshalls. There were discounts on Foot Locker. You know what was getting sold out in the stores back for big basketball shoes back in the day? Kyrie Irving shoes, LeBron James shoes, Stephen Curry shoes were getting sold out. Whatever retro Michael Jordan kicks were available. When the Air Mags were popping back because because I think they finally made them self-lacing at the time. Vans. Nobody was fucking with Kobe Bryant until he died. They already were at the Kobe 11s. And the Kobe 11 shoes are better than the Kobe 6s. I don't care what anybody says. There's way better Kobe shoes than the Kobe 6s. There's better shoes. There's better basketball shoes than the Kobe 6s. And people are still going to wear them because they're resellable. There's professional YTC. Why is there professional pillow fighting? No, something called PFC. They have something called pillow fighting.
There's an actual pillow fighting competition?
Yes, there's rings and everything.
Where can I sign up? Stop.
Women can compete as well. I just saw a woman jigglies in the middle of the fight. A backswing hit. Oh, that black lady's using one arm. You know she means business. Halliburton with a no-look dime. Hitting to Pascal Siakam using his demon magic. You're going down, 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 going.
Well, it's VRO8.
I actually liked Elijah Burke's theme from back over.
Don't waste my time. I don't know.
08 had a good. SVR 08 actually had a decent soundtrack.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too. That whole soundtrack.
The 8-Ball, I finally heard.
Go hard, go home. Yeah.
Go hard.
Yeah, that heartbeat thing. That was such a creative wrestler theme anthem. Like when you're creating a wrestler, that was playing in the background.
Don't waste my time here. My time. I want my close-up, baby. Don't waste. Yeah. My time.
Yeah.
I'm here to cruise the world. I'm not that strong. Prove the world wrong. I swear he had his own ripoff. Chris Benoit as his manager.
No, it was Kevin. It was the ECW originals with Kevin Thorne, him, and Marcus Corbin, Matt Stryker. I think
that was a new breed, but that was beforehand. I think that was when he was on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, I think his name was Sullivan Turkai or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh. What else is on the news right now? What team has the wrong shade of red? The San Francisco 49ers, the Detroit Red Wings, Cincinnati Reds, Miami Heat, Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals, or Alabama. The one with white in it.
Hey,
why is CM Punk holding a baby?
Hey, DSC, how often do you live stream?
Not that often. I'm trying to get more into the the things because work. I was trying to save up after my last semester. That was like 2,300, and holidays kind of set back pay.
Oh,
so like around like January, I wasn't focusing on school because I just wanted to pay off. I now have my own phone, so I have my own line to pay for. I have to pay back loans, so I have to like do a lot of stuff now. While like I'm still trying to get my own stuff, like now I got to pay for my own clothes, and I'm okay with that. But I wasn't focusing on education. I want to get more over the content creation, but some stuff like filter out of the mind because my work schedule, I somehow I don't have daytime to myself because I have a night shift, so that's why you don't see that much live stream. Because I wanted to do the NBA finals more consistently. I wanted to probably do more wrestling content, especially around the road to WrestleMania, but that got halted because of work related stuff. But thanks I got vacation, I can pull some content because there was some animated series I wanted to talk about especially that what's that something Virtual Circus. I wanted to talk about that, probably the Phineas and Ferb show, talk about the MCU, talk about Madden 26 because I used to do annual rants on Madden trailers.
Dang, where'd everybody else go?
Spongy is off taking his nap. And YTC, it's either technical difficulties or he just got off. But yeah, that's most of what I want to do. Currently, there's nobody at home, so I'm just chilling out for now, trying to get some rest because working night shift is pretty exhausting to the body.
Yeah, I worked a night shift a couple years ago, about a year ago. Yeah, you work overnight?
Yeah, I work overnight.
What do you do?
Just lumber. It's just pick up certain drops, help with the truck, and just clean up the area, and then I'm out of there. It's not bad. It's not bad pay, but obviously, like I'm trying to like get a vehicle so I can transition to higher pay work because I can't commute to other jobs without like a vehicle.
Right.
And I do have my own hobby with my basketball collection, my basketball shoe collection. An Amazon video, I wanted to do some streams about that because there were some certain shows that I wanted to go over in the channel, especially after finishing up Invincible. And probably get a new microphone.
All right, well, I'm finna hop off though.
All right, I appreciate you making this stream happen. By the way, Top Dog, appreciate you.
Oh, you welcome, bro.
No Good problem. Luck to the Thunder.
I hope.
I hope so too, because I'm gonna probably sign off. It's already 5 p.m. I'm trying to get some rest out of sitting on this chair.
Right. All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right, man. Top Dog, you have a great day. Appreciate you. Appreciate YTC. Shout out to Spongy as well as their channels. will be shouted out for YTC Productions and Spongy's right here, Philadelphia Special Cards, and Top Dog, an avid friend of the channel. Thank you for coming here on the stream. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. That's it for me over on the DST show. We're gonna call it a day. Have a great one.